All right, Lemaire, you fixed the problem.
Lemaire, good job.
Keep an eye on that thing.
Guard Dog's,
dude.
the superstar's already gone. He's left our lives.
I know, dude.
He's already out big dogging on the road.
He's on tour,
He's on the
dude.
tour bus, dude, because you know how sticky it gets.
He's on them big silver wings, dude. Carrying him across the
Big
country.
shot.
He is, dude. He's such a nice, humble boy, dude. Every week just to tease him.
So we're here with Lemaire Lee, the executive producer today.
The big shot. That's the bigger shot, dude.
Well, it's the big
You should have seen him out, dude, out in Boston way. Lemaire,
I heard.
bro.
I heard. Ooh, I heard.
Throngs,
Big pop.
dude. Big pop.
Was that your first pop?
Yeah, I didn't really know what to do.
It's a nice feeling, right?
Yeah,
I had a
it's
feeling.
ridiculous.
I actually said exactly that. I said, I'm sure when they did it, he was like, oh, okay.
Dude.
Hi, okay. Yeah.
Oh, it was very funny.
Yes.
I gave him I told the sound, given the songs is very fun. I was like, go pull up for Lemaire. I was like, pull up Kiss by the Rose at the most dramatic point. He walks up, it was like, I've been kissed by a rose.
I make anytime I get to, well, I tell them every time Lemaire needs to come out to Simply Irresistible. he walks so autistically and fast to the mic.
I know.
There's no time. It literally just goes, Simply Irresistible. He's like, hi, hello, everybody. It just says Simply Irresistible.
It was the first night I gave him some, but he was so fucking fast. They didn't
He's
get
so
to hear it.
fast,
I forget what I gave him, but it was so fast. I was like, I asked him, did you guys play it? And they're like, yeah, we did. But he was like right to the mic.
Yeah, he's quick.
So I said, look, keep it up, turn it up, and let him stew in it. And dude, it was like, I've been kissed by baby. He walked on.
That's nice.
Dude, it was pretty tight.
Lemaire hit me with the fucking, was that you with the NBC song?
Oh, Round Ball Rock?
Yeah, that gets some people going. I come out to the NBA
that's kinda
NBC
nice.
theme song. Dun, 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 dun. No one thinks it's funny.
That's kind of nice, though.
I stand and let it play for a minute, and everyone's like, all right,
Yeah, that stinks.
go, start the show.
Yeah, come on.
Funny music, you've found out several times.
I should
Funny
try to
music
do
at the beginning is
ambient.
only funny to us.
I know. I tried doing like ambient
You're
music.
coming out to like space lasers and shit.
We can like barely hear it,
Yeah.
so they're like, "What is this?"
And you stand up there like, huh? Isn't
Yeah.
it funny? Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, dude, I tell you about my death spiral.
No, I'd like to hear it.
Dude, I was doing when I switched. I think I told you this. I switched the order of everything. I was like, I got to figure out like.
Oh yeah.
And dude,
Change up the order of your set.
he's got to remember it. You know, it's not as like tight as
It's not as easy as it looks, folks.
not, dude.
You gotta
I'm like-
fucking remember an hour speech.
That's a lot, dude.
It's a lot.
It's a fucking ton. It has
Yeah.
to make sense too. And it's like, dude, I came out and just went. I'm like, all right, I got this. And then like 2 seconds in, I went, wait, what was that first thing? And I went, oh, why'd I switch everything around? I was just standing there going, yeah, you know. And dude, and people, I was literally, my body was like,
I don't
dude,
know, man.
my body was like, get off now. And I had to be
Yeah.
like, no, dude, I can't end right now. I'm convinced that there's going to be a point where I just have a complete mental breakdown and have to go, hey, sorry, the show's canceled. Yeah, you saw you guys. I'm going home right now.
You gotta just go. You gotta pretend there's an earpiece and go. My dad just died.
There's a
I
part.
have to go. There's a family emergency. My whole family just died. You understand?
My family got hit with a bus full of gay kids. And
Yeah. Please don't fucking ask for a refund. You understand? Goodbye.
I feel like it's one night, guys. Come
Yeah,
on.
it's one night. Come on.
Dude, I'm
Give me
telling you,
$60.
I think I have vanquished as part of my brain, but it goes back to you have the dreams where you come
never
out.
vanquished, bro.
You come out, yeah, maybe.
It
Hopefully
comes
not.
back. That's what I was telling you. I was like, I'm in a good spot.
Yeah.
Comments, nothing's getting to me.
They get you.
Next week you'll see me like, guys, stop. What the fuck, guys?
Well, every time it's like the arms race. Dude. You think you develop like the mental structure to be like, nah, I'm pretty impervious, and someone crafts this brand new weapon, and you go,
What made me- I was watching
mass casualties.
Yeah. Oh, we're ruined. I was watching one Reddit video, and it was in the middle of it's just like, hi Shane, and I was just like, fuck, I gotta stop doing this.
The videos?
Yeah, anytime there's a comment that's like, hi Shane.
Oh,
it does.
yeah. That'll stop you in your tracks.
Yeah, I go, God damn, they know I'm a fucking weirdo. I'm lurking on subreddits.
Yeah, that was fun. It was fun to overcome, dude. An absolute, like, dude, go, leave. You know, I get like full body waves of panic that just like start here and just go
On stage?
I've gotten them before. Never before that bad on stage ever in my life. But I got them before from like, if I like mix mushrooms with weed, I get hit with the most sinister. It was that level of like, it's like honestly like a demon passing through my body. And I go,
Yeah.
and I was able to stall and then get my feet. I was proud of myself.
I had one like a month ago at the stand. I don't know why. There was a girl in the front row, and I said something making fun of her, and she was like, "Oh, great," and I felt so bad. And I didn't care, but dude, my face got dark red and I started sweating like fucking crazy. And I couldn't look at her. As soon as she said all great, I was like looking at her. I was like, just started staring at the ceiling the rest of the set.
Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, you are playing.
Got off stage. I was like, it's hot up there, right? And the host was like, no. I was like, fuck, dude. I think I'm dying. Something's very wrong. I'm dripping in sweat. In a fucking, on like a 10-minute set. I was covered in sweat.
Yeah, it stinks, man. When you know.
Dark red face on stage. An embarrassed face.
Dude, terrible. Crimson, dude. Just crimson.
So weird.
Dude, you're playing with like archaic like biotechnology where it's like being in front of like 25 people, your organism is going like, or even if it's God forbid hundreds if not thousands, your organism's going like, dude, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, this is bad.
Why are all these people staring at us? They're going to eat us. Get out. Get out. Your body's going, no, don't do this.
Yeah.
Your brain goes, but we need to.
That's why it evacuates all the shit.
Oh yeah.
Piss and diarrhea before you go on stage.
Dude.
It's a guarantee.
Can of snakes.
It is.
You sit down right before. People are like, dude, that was quick. And I'm like, yeah.
It's one spray of shit out of my ass. And then it's like, all right, let's go on stage. Pardon me, I have to spray a horrific spray of shit out of my ass.
I have the physiology of a sick dog before I go on.
Tuck tail, just slinking around the green room.
Yeah.
So, man, do you drop vicious diarrheas sometimes before you go on stage?
No, I poop before I go home. Or before I leave the house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I try.
I do too. And then I go and I sit there and I go, hold on a second. It's like,
hold on, I'm nervous. My stomach's upset.
I take like a duck shit in the toilet.
Granted, I just got done eating some Buffalo Bites and 4 Bud Lights. And I'm nervous. Hey, I throw some dip in there.
Yeah, true.
Some Skull. That'll settle my stomach.
But it was good. It was good overall. I don't want to paint the wrong portion, but in terms of an inner, I haven't had that intense of an inner episode in a while. And I went like, whoa, that was a crazy arena for it. And it was, it's only 4 seconds and it feels like 40 minutes. And you just go like, they know I lost my mind.
Everybody knows I'm retarded.
No problem. Dude, it was, either way.
Everyone in the crowd can see I'm a giant buffoon. They're right. It's not that good. That comment was right. I'm better at podcasting than stand-up.
Dude, Boston was pretty nice, dude. We stayed in South Boston.
Oh, you're Southie?
Southie, bro.
Dude,
as I was talking, the whole time I was talking about this.
So sick.
Walking around, I was so tough, dude, the whole time.
Were you listening to Dropkick Murphys?
No, I should have. I was just walking around. I was going back like I wanted to tap into like 80s Southie. So I'm like, no music. I'm walking around.
Oh, nice.
The fuck's his problem?
Yeah, you're like, what's that guy? Fucking Vietnamese?
I was telling him.
Get him, Mark.
I was telling him I was eyeing up, and I was like, I saw an Asian dude, and I just went.
Yeah, you're like, don't, dude. I'm Mark Wahlberg.
that was all I thought.
I'm Mark Wahlberg.
But dude, I was walking.
Stay out.
I was walking around being like, dude, I was like, this place is not tough. Like, this place has gone soft. Just walking.
Southie?
Dude, it's been like completely developed.
I can't believe you're talking about South.
I was, dude. I was walking the streets, just being like, dude, I didn't see a single soul. I don't think anyone lives there anymore.
How does Boston get so many fucking movies?
It looks
every
cool.
movie's from Boston.
Because it looks cool.
A bunch of white. Actually, I know the answer. It's the last white tough city.
That's what I'm saying.
So white people. That's good for that's a big blockbuster.
Yep.
White people love to see whites being tough.
That's exactly what it's a tough white place. But dude,
There's so many tough white movies, dude. Gran Turismo, just a white guy, just like, get out of here.
The hell.
Get out of my neighborhood. I'm tough white.
Didn't he stay there? Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he stayed. And then he fucking Marky marked. A bunch of Asians moved in. He was like, what are you guys doing in my neighborhood?
Get in my garage.
Yeah.
They're in there doing their math homework.
Gran Torino.
Dude, I'm walking around is like, I'm like, I might honestly be the toughest dude here. Completely untouched. I thought I was.
You might be the toughest guy in South.
Dude, no, they have the heroin bros kicking around. They're hiding. I went to a Target and it was like 10 o'clock at night. And I was like, all right. I was like 9:50. I was like, I'll get a couple things and leave. They hit the lights. They just cut the lights.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not pitch black, but it's dark. So I'm like, all right, fuck, let me get out of here. I'm like pushing my cart. I'm like, they'll probably be like, I was thinking there was going to be like parents or someone there who like ran out of time getting stuff. It was literally 7 heroin addicts in like just different shopping carts, all like going about their business shopping. dude, I was checking out and it was just one guy just being like, excuse me. And there's just
That's a tough white, dude.
Dude, it was a polite heroin addict.
That's nice.
It was kind of nice. He would be like, I'm sorry about that. He was completely just lost, dude. And there was a couple the whole
It's
time.
gotta be tough to be a heroin addict and still have like self-guilt or like guilt and like aware that you're causing a problem.
He was intensely aware of the fact that his presence was a burden on, but it was just
because I've never seen one that has that awareness.
Dude, the other two, there was a couple who was dude and a girl. The dude just kept going like, baby. White heroin addict dudes talk like 30s jazz musicians. Dude. They're so smooth.
They gotta be.
Baby.
You gotta keep your babe in line.
Dude, exactly. He kept being like, baby.
Babe, don't worry. I'll get the juice for us, honey.
Baby.
Baby. We got some stuff outside.
They really do.
All right, now steal that. We got heroin outside. We're gonna do some heroin in 5 minutes.
And she kept trying to pump
Steal
up
those Dunkaroos.
Dude, she was
Steal that box of Dunkaroos.
baby.
They locked them up. We stole too many Dunkaroos, baby. Gushers.
Dude,
They get a box 24 pack of Gushers, just heroin and Gushers.
Dude, they were talking about snacks. He was like,
They love snacks.
I like the cherry ones. Like, actually, let me see if I have any cherry ones. She'd be like, babe, put this shirt on. It looks so good on you. You're wearing the shit out of this shirt. They're like
so
picking
nice.
gear out. And he'd be like, baby, come here,
Those are
baby.
the good times.
it was the good times.
This
They
is
were
gonna be
both
like that
about the screaming
documentary. They're going to be in rubble. In rubble. Dead in rubble, dude.
I had the biggest.
Not from a collapsed building. After the building collapsed,
Oh,
he went
yeah.
laid in a fucking...
They just wake up in starter pullovers.
Yeah,
Like, where the hell did this come
"Ah."
from? Dude, it was, listening to their conversation was the funniest fucking things. I'm like, all right, I get out of there finally. And I'm like, now there's like the bros. There's literally probably like 12 active, like nodding out, fucked up dudes. One of them was just like torso in a shopping cart, just like passed out, but it was crazy. So I'm outside now. I'm kind of like, dude, one of these dudes, because one guy, anyone who walked by him, he'd be like, what the fuck's your problem, fucking pussy? Like he would just would talk shit to anyone. So I was like, he kept bopping around. I'm like, dude, if he sees me, he's gonna say something to me. I was like, I don't want to fucking fight this guy. So we're sitting there. I'm waiting outside. I'm like, I call an Uber. I'm like, oh my god,
You got like zombie walk past him.
I had a dude literally.
You know how in the movies they like pretend to be zombies? You got to do that. If you see one, you got to.
Well, it was the cops are right there, so I walked out with them.
Cops.
The cops are sitting
Fucking
there. Like,
cops aren't going to do anything.
They were yelling at the pigs.
Yeah, they don't like the fucking
pigs,
fucking
dude.
quap.
The quaps.
The
I walked past the
quaps.
cops.
Yeah, the quaps.
I didn't want to be looked at as another heroin addict, so I walked back all upstanding, like, hello, sir. And officers, I'm just here to get stuff for my family. Dude, so I walked out, so I was like, yeah, I should have zombie walked, honestly.
Fucking fruit by the foot. Cops are going to stop us from getting the gushes.
I walk out. The guy's talking shit to everybody, and I'm like, I hope this guy doesn't say anything to me. And in my head, I'm like, like heroin guys, they're not like, you're not scared of them, but like you just don't want to touch them because you don't know.
Yeah.
Like radioactive. Like a dude nodding out in a parking lot might have, some sort of disease that you don't want to, you don't want to like mix blood.
Yeah.
So
like the plague.
Yeah, literally.
They have old diseases.
Dude, I know.
Yeah. They have diseases are back. These guys ruined their immune system so much. It's crazy.
Dude, I go out. I'm like, this guy's starting fights with everyone. I'm looking. I'm like, please don't. Please don't. My Uber driver pulls up. Old Asian man. I went, because this guy's, he looks over. He literally sees the driver and goes, and starts walking over to the car. I'm going, no.
Oh, no.
Dude, he walks up to the window. He's like yelling. I don't know what he's yelling something. He walks up to the window and goes, okay, you're a goon. What's a goon to a goblin? To the Asian driver. And I was like, damn, that actually kind of fucking ruled.
He said, okay, you're a goon. What's a goon
in
to
his
a
face.
goblin?
He went to the face to the window, Jurassic Park style, dude. Okay,
Breathed on the
window. Like, because I thought he was gonna yell
Trying to
something.
open the door. It's like, fuck, they're learning.
I thought he was gonna yell something terrible.
Pawing.
Dude, he yelled that, and I went, pretty funny.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, all right.
That's why you need a Tesla, dude. They don't know how to open those.
True, yeah.
Those are tough doors to open.
I don't know how to fucking know. I can get a lift.
You look like an asshole every time.
I've gotten an Uber for those guys multiple times. I'm like pushing the door, like Elon Musk rules and is good at Twitter. No, that doesn't work.
They fucking the last thing you want is one of those guys. Although he's obviously the Asian driver never heard Lil Wayne. He was probably like, damn, that was pretty fucking cool.
He was
what that guy just said was pretty neat.
He was not having. It's like a 55-year-old Asian man who was almost. When you like, there's a dude who's like so old and very still linked to his like Asian roots. When like you talk to them, it almost looks like it's just like, I guess they just don't understand the language. But he was like, he literally just like looked at this guy yelling, was like the most calm, serene, just there was no like, what the fuck is this guy doing? It was just kind of like, it's a passive, just
beast.
Pretty sick, yeah.
Stoic.
Mass. I think he just drove down from the top of a misty mountain and picked me up. It's real.
Yeah.
But then, so I threw my stuff. I had to load all my groceries in his trunk. So the guy leaves the Asian guy, and like a slow Mexican dude walked by, and he just looks at him and he goes, "Fucking pussy." And the dude, he would stop. I like sat there and slowly load him so I could watch. The Mexican guy would literally like, you know, if you like go like that to a dog, he froze. He went, "Hey, fuck you, man." And then the guy would laugh and go, "You fucking queer." And dude started fucking with this guy. And he would, every time he said anything to him, he'd go, "Fuck you, man." Dude, it was like when a dog goes on all fours. He would go, "Fuck you, man." Dude, and there's such a delay that he'd be like, "Yo, fucking pussy, I'll beat your ass." And he'd stop and just go, "Fuck you, man." And then like go about his, everything he said, the guy would freeze. Go, it was like a 10-second thought. And he'd go, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
Dude, it was making me laugh. So fucking, I couldn't get over how funny it was.
That's his, yeah.
Oh, I was doing it to
Those are the worst. Those are the worst. Those are the worst homeless. The ones that are just scream. They're always scream. They're in an argument with themselves.
Yeah.
There's dudes all the time in New York that'll just walk past you like, "Fuck that shit, motherfucker. I told that motherfucker. Shut up, bitch." And then they're not on the phone, dude.
I know. You got to walk by them like, please don't make eye contact.
Please don't fucking spit on me.
Yeah. Told you, my friend did the best thing ever when they were around a dude who was just completely losing it, and he was screaming and like locking eyes with people. And he was like, "Yo, sorry about it. It was his fault." And the guy was like locked eyes with his friend.
Oh, no.
And he just walked away and he was like, "Fuck you, dude.
No.
You fucking asshole."
Oh, my God.
He's like, "Dude, it was his fault."
Yeah. that would work.
I know.
There's the motherfucker. That's the guy who's the cause of all my problems.
It was that shit was so fucking funny of just watch. I'd never seen a Target like that.
They got to be pumped for springtime.
Oh, dude.
They get like a month or two grace period here before it gets swelteringly hot.
Well, their whole life makes sense. They get 2-month period where it's like your life makes sense.
If you get a 24 pack of Gushers you just stole from CVS, a little bag of that sweet stuff.
Did your girl pick you out a shirt?
Go to the park, just lay in the grass. You don't even need the park. Everywhere's the park at that point.
They were camped out in the parking lot itself.
Yeah.
So there was like, you know, those strips of grass, like within like the parking dividers. Dude, they had their clothes hanging on like a little shitty tree, and they were just laying in the grass.
Yeah.
It was pretty fucking nuts.
Denver had a nice little tent city
really
going. Yeah. One of the parks was just a fucking Hooverville.
Yeah, dang.
They're going to tear it down soon.
Are they really?
Making legislation. Everyone's excited about it.
Yeah.
I get it. I'd be excited, but also like, what are you going to do?
Dude, you could buy
What are you going to do to all these people?
Everyone keeps saying house the homeless. And it's like, dude, like, is it a biodome? Like, what are we working with here? Are we trying to put them in a Radisson and like act like them being in a Radisson's not going to be a problem? Like they're not going to, you know what I mean?
I think they did that here. I think they did that a lot of places.
Yeah,
during COVID, they were like, just
toss them in the tail.
Toss them, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Why during COVID did we house the homeless?
I don't know. Oh, it was because they were roaming around like going like 2 feet from people. That was when you really saw how much people cared. I remember like, dude, there's all these guys that stand on Columbus Boulevard and people roll their window down and give them $1. During COVID, the window was up and people were just, they didn't get paid anything.
I'm sure for money. You know, the part of me thinks it's probably just, we got some kickbacks. They're like, we have a budget of $10 billion. We need to help with COVID.
True.
We'll just say
fill the
renting the Radisson costs $3 million.
Yeah.
It actually cost us $100,000.
Sure.
We had to keep that.
Yeah, they kicked them back out, didn't they? As soon as
I think so.
COVID came out. Yeah, you could do it. My thing is, you could do it. It's like, then what? I mean, maybe just give them some tube.
Tommy's ex lived down there.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And in her, like across the street from her, they just turned it into the homeless center of the city.
Jesus.
So like every day she was out there and like people were just screaming all day. Yeah.
You should, I mean, this
just destroyed her house.
This is a tough take, but it should be if you become like, not like, you know, there's like, they talk about like housing insecure, like a dude's crashing on couches. It's like, bro, that's not, to me, that's not homeless. I get it. You don't have a crib. It sucks, but you're not with the bros, dude. Yeah. That's what I mean. I've heard it before. Like, oh, there's like a quarter of people who are homeless. It's like, no, not having a house sucks. I get that. But like, I'm talking about the true dudes.
Yeah.
The true dudes who just walk around all day in a park and have not even a couch to crash on.
Screaming.
Yeah, dude, those are tough dudes. That level.
What do we do with them?
That level of homeless should be an country exchange.
Yeah.
We're just like, yo, we hit you.
We could Scarface and we could send them to Cuba.
Yeah, we'll take your
Give
best
them
and
a
brightest.
reverse. Yeah.
I'm saying we do a swap. We'll take one of your best and brightest, and you get like 4 dudes who are just going to stand around and scream in a plaza. And it's like, what else? Well,
Yeah.
it's not a bad deal. It's like you got to give these dudes just like a rice cake every day. We'll take one of your kids into America, and you'll have to now just fucking just heard like 5 homeless dudes. You're like a Filipino farmer, dude. You have 5 dudes
get them out in the
screaming at their
patties.
stepdad, dude.
Yeah. Just screaming.
It's like fucking imagine instead of waking up to a rooster just being like, motherfucker. It's time to get up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not the best take in the world, but
No, I don't. There's no answer.
I mean, it's up to them. That's the only real answer is like you can't sit, you can't
Can't do heroin.
You can't do heroin. It's like, and if adults completely lose the ability to care for themselves, someone's either going to have to dedicate their entire lives to going through their assisted daily activities or whatever of living, or those dudes are going to like fucking stroke out on the street because like,
Yeah.
it sucks. When dudes lose their mind and can't function, it fucking sucks.
It seems to be what everyone's doing is just waiting them out. Just be like, they're going to die.
Yeah, man. Or they're going to figure out.
They're not going to die, dude. They don't die.
No. Or
Well, they do. There's just a lot of them.
There are. And there's more.
And
I
they
think
might die and come back, dude.
I think there's more every day.
I think they die and are just like, ah.
Well,
Back.
they'll probably figure out some sort of like drug to put them on to kind of completely like pacify them. I think that's what's going to happen. True.
Heroin takes them out for a while.
Well, dude, did you hear my theory? My theory right now with the heroin is that I think the drug companies are going to lobby the U.S. or however that works. They're taking out the cartels right now. I think the pharmaceutical companies are going to start legalizing heroin in like 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years, those guys will have legal prescriptions of heroin. So I think like Pfizer is going to be making clinical.
Somebody just didn't Elon just say that?
I don't know.
Somebody, was like, if we legalize these drugs, there's not going to be overdoses.
Yeah, well,
we can.
They did it in
regulate
England.
them.
They did it in England, like I think, like I don't know, the 1920s or something, where they like tossed the bros. You would come in for a prescription, they'd give you clean hair, like safe heroin. They like measured out for you, and they'd be like, "All right, dude, you sure you want to stop doing this?" And apparently, it worked like really well. So they say in the book, Chasing the Scream. But yeah, dude, I think. Fine, it'd probably be a good thing though. But I think they're going to lock up the cartels. So aren't they already like locking those bros up right now in El Salvador?
I don't know. I think it's very difficult.
True. I mean, it's
because they control the government.
Yeah, true. But if I mean, it's one of those things you could puppet pretty easily.
Yeah.
It'd be like, especially if they're like, dude, it's billions of dollars. So you send in special forces to be like, all right, yo, these guys. Dude, the United States military could destroy cartels in like 2 seconds. At least I would think so.
Yeah, but I think there's enough people in America making money off of it.
True, yeah.
And the entire Mexican government's making money off of it.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, they'd be tough enemies to have too from a political standpoint.
The lads?
Yeah, the lads.
We don't want war with the lads, dude. We're going to need the lads.
I know.
Especially China and Russia teaming up.
Yeah.
They don't want that though. What if we Normandy China with a bunch of lads?
Unstoppable.
Yeah.
That'd be absolutely unstoppable.
Instead of fucking CCR playing, you just hear fucking that'd be fun. Pelotas.
It would be. You'd think they have a stronger military.
Mexico?
Yeah, they're such hard. I mean, they get after it.
They do. They have some beasts. They have beasts, but they all joined the fucking cartel.
True.
All the like heads of the cartels, like security and shit, are former generals.
I wonder if they'll pay them off. I wonder if they'll be like, look, you guys are not cartels. You're actually production facilities. Pfizer's going to control the distribution of all the world's heroin. I mean, I guess they would be like, no. Can't have a ball. That's a hefe.
That would be awesome.
I think that's going to happen.
For them, they'd be like, all right, nice. Now we all don't die and go to jail.
Yeah, well,
we'll just keep making heroin.
And then you could just like.
But then they're gonna get hit with salaries. They're gonna be like, actually, you guys make $60,000 a year now.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I'm the hefe. Yeah, true.
It's like, all right, well, we're gonna make it illegal, or we're gonna make illegal stuff, sell it cheaper.
I mean, they also might be like, we're going to make it legally and come down here and I'll call my friends in the Pentagon. They'll bomb you guys. I think, again, maybe not, but I have a feeling that's going to happen. Dude, it's billions. It's billions of dollars, and it's not going to be hard in 15 years to legalize heroin. It's going to be actually probably really easy. more and more of those 10 cities coming up, there'll be some guys going to come up and be like, we need to do something about this, and this needs to be humane.
We need to do something about these homeless.
That dude. What's his name? Pearson? Yeah, that's was uncomfortable, dude.
It was making me uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, it was just I mean, again, I this obviously sounds like bullshit for me to say, but it seems fake, dude.
Yeah,
the shot's on 6 people. You can kind of tell when there's no one attending a thing too. Just the way it's shot, you're like, yeah, there's nobody there.
I don't know. I don't know enough about it yet, but yes, hearing somebody talk like they're from the '60s.
Yeah,
it'd be like if there was a white politician now, like, say what we're gonna do. Say, it's like, wait, why are you talking like that all of a sudden?
It's kind of the Leon Bridges effect.
How you talk?
Leon Bridges is a bit of a time capsule.
Who's that?
He sings. He's like a black dude who sings like very soulful, older R&B, and the music's fantastic. Then you actually, I saw an interview with him, and he's like, it's like he's from the 1930s.
It's like Greta Van Fleet.
Is that
no, that other band that just is doing Led Zeppelin. I was like, listen to it. It's pretty good. People get so mad.
They're pretty. I like them. Yeah, the lead singer is a lot in acquired, and I'm an acquired taste lead singer. Dude. I'm an acquired.
He does something to me. I like that boy. Something about that lead singer I like, dude.
I was hoping it was a girl.
He's cute.
Really?
He's a little cutie. Dude.
How new is Greta Van Fleet?
I think they're old.
So they took the mantle of Wizard Rock, basically.
Yeah, they just do Led Zeppelin and kind of Rush.
That's kind of sick, actually.
Yeah, it's a Led Zeppelin cover band, but
that's awesome.
What's wrong with some more Zepp, dude?
Dude, I mean,
that's what I don't get.
People still need to get.
I was saying, let out. I was talking to Billy about it. He was like, "Fuck that, fuck you. That shit sucks." It's a Led Zeppelin cover band. I was like, "What's wrong with getting more Led Zeppelin?"
Yeah, dude.
Now we get new Led Zeppelin.
You get the let out, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I liked them. The singer was, and again, I have to give it because like I like Neil Young, and I know Neil Young's an acquired taste for people vocally, so I can I can get down with like an acquired taste, singer. But I
sucked on Bill's dick. I fucked his asshole. What are you looking at, Lamisi? You like that boy? You don't like that boy. I see the face you're making.
Not a fan.
You don't agree with my boy.
Greta Van Fleet.
Matt played.
We tried it. We both listened to it.
Yeah.
I thought it was all girls. I didn't know.
No, it's cute boys.
It had me, and then that guy would sing again, and I go, "Fuck, man."
Something. I liked it one day on a plane. That's when I was texting you. I was like, "This shit's good," and then I landed and started listening to it again. I was like, I was wrong.
Well, dude, I was talking to the dude standing outside the hotel you're at. It was like we were talking about Spotify. He went inside, and I was like the valet dude, and I'm like, we're talking Spotify, and I was like, bro. He was like, I can't listen to music anymore. And I'm like, yo, I have a hard time, dude. Like, I don't like now that I have total control over like what I can listen to whenever. I get bored quickly.
Yeah, it's hard.
The only thing I listen to now is I listen to Shane Chillis playlist, dude.
Nice.
Shane Chillis is growing. I can only listen to like electronica, pop, like Rufus Del Sol.
The Chevy Cruise, the all new Chevy Cruise.
The all new Chevy Cruise. The McCuckster was
Matt McCuckster.
You gave me the McCuckster. That was a whole new genre of music I didn't ever listen to before.
Gay EDM.
That's all I can listen to now. Is
good,
like
dude.
Rufus Del Sol.
Yeah,
just gay EDM. Dude. I put it on in the morning and make breakfast for my whole family.
Gay music's so nice.
It's the only music left. It's literally
really is. I try to listen to fucking like the Spotify new rap playlists and shit. Every song just blows.
Yeah.
We're getting old, dude.
Did you get into the Spotify the AI DJ now?
No.
Spotify has a feature where it's like, "Hey, what's up, man? This is the DJ," and I've taken some of your blasts from the past, combined them, and there's like a DJ that'll talk to you and put together a playlist. So far, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's kind of funny though, and it's like, "What's up, man? I'm the Spotify DJ." And it's like,
it's just Josh Adam Myers. Hey, man.
But yeah, dude, I'm telling you,
it reminds me of that Canadian fucking. Oh, you guys weren't there.
What?
Canadian strip club DJ. It's like, oh, bud, look how hot she is.
No,
that's what he did the whole time.
What?
He was the best.
He's
the worst. Yeah, he wasn't an American like coming up to the stage. Give it up later. Yeah, this guy was literally just a Canadian bro, just like, boys, look at her boobs. Oh yeah.
What?
She's so hot, boy. Look at all the naked ladies around here, boys.
He was horning out.
It was awesome. Yeah.
What?
Occasionally you just hear him like, oh yeah.
So he was DJ and MCing. He was MCing too. Yeah, American strip club DJs sound like they're like punching themselves in the nuts the entire time.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Oh god.
Oh boy. I gotta go back to the fucking gymnasium today.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm not excited about it.
Dude, it is. Once you're there, it's the best, dude.
It's gonna feel good. No, actually today's gonna suck. I haven't worked out in like a month.
Yeah, but
I
still,
got rocked.
dude, you feel so. That's the only thing
I'm
my
just gonna be
body.
sore on a plane tomorrow. I'm gonna have my sore ass and hamstring on a plane for fucking 6 hours.
Yeah, kind
I'm
of.
gonna go to fucking Vancouver.
You going to VC?
Yeah,
Damn,
that sucks.
far as fuck.
Yeah, it's the farthest place ever.
Yeah.
For real, it'd be like flying to fucking like Brazil.
How far? Yeah, Brazil is about that actually.
Yeah,
Didn't we connect in Vancouver for Australia?
yeah.
Yeah, it was like a
It was
fucking
6 hour fucking flight. And then it's like, all right, now we got to cross the Pacific Ocean. It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
That flight?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was insane. Told you I had heart palpitations for like 7 days afterwards.
Yeah, that was a negative experience.
Yeah, dude.
Australia was sick, but that
Place
flight, I was just dreading the flight back.
Dude, it's the jet lag coming back from there. I've ever heard. I thought jet lag was just a thing people made up.
Yeah.
'Cause I'd always be like, yeah, I guess I'm a little tired from flying back from
The only
California.
time I get is a late show on the West Coast.
Yeah,
The first day.
yeah.
When you fly out there and then you're like, oh shit, it's 3 a.m. back home.
Yeah.
That's why I'm fucking dead.
Face feels hot and shit.
Yeah, you're just on stage. Just yawning in between jokes.
Yeah, dude. You heard it here first. I do think legal
Legal
legal heroin. Pfizer.
Yeah.
I think one of them is going to control. That'll be another $1 billion entry. Right now, it's the vaxes. I think are going to be like they tried them.
Dude, they're killing my mom.
The vaxes,
My mom's still getting
the
vaxxed.
boosties.
She's getting boosts.
Yeah,
I was like, I told you, stop.
the booster is like
Stop getting the
booster is
boosties.
basically Comcast.
If
If you're like
just ripping
55
off old people.
you're getting it for some reason.
Yeah, because they still trust doctors. Like you would think they're right. They go in, the doctor's like, yeah, looks like you could use another booster. It's been 3 weeks. Dude. Why don't you shoot that shit back into you?
I'll like talk to my dad, like, what's your cable plan? He's like, it's like $750.
Dude.
I'm like, dude, stop paying.
It
this.
works for me. I just steal everything. Phil has
True.
HBO Max.
True. You get to-
Comcast. I get to watch the Phils. I steal $400 worth of Phil shit.
Dude.
He has no idea.
I'm like, dude, you don't need. He's like, yeah, but it's right there. You talk to my remote. You
Yeah.
I'm like, dude,
And that never, they're like, Phillies baseball. God damn it. Comcast Sports Network. It's like, you requested Paw Patrol. God damn it.
it's like an Indian spelling bee.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm interacting with technology.
They
It's so
can't.
funny.
It's coming for us shortly, dude.
I
I
know.
checked out a while ago. I don't know how to do this.
Well, oh,
All this. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
foreign.
yeah, it's.
I'm not operating on Lemaire's level.
Lemaire's a knowledgeable feller, dude.
Lemaire, I'd like you to get involved in this. I'm feeling a little sleepy. I'd like you to tell us a fun story.
I don't have nothing crazy's happened.
No?
Really, nothing.
It doesn't have to be
nothing really.
crazy. Just from your heart and soul. Like, what have you been feeling lately?
Why don't you come sit over here?
We got to monitor all this stuff.
Yeah, I gotta.
Will something fuck up? Isn't it good to go?
I think so, but I don't want
Does
to.
stuff fuck up during the show?
No, but I just don't want it to. I guess,
All right. No,
yeah, I
that's
don't wanna-
okay. You don't
yeah.
have to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, the plug
I want the
fell
people to see you, though. I like when they look at you.
True.
You're a fun guy to look at.
We're all in our shorts today.
Yeah, it's shorts time.
Dude,
I'll be wearing socks, sandals, gym shorts, and a baseball jersey the remainder of this summer.
as you should.
Yeah.
I was kind of
Until football season. Then it's Notre Dame time.
Yeah, long sleeves come back out. Dude, I got discombobulated today in the warm weather where it was just like, just warm all of a sudden. I'm walking around and it's just like
Yeah.
part of me in my head. Is
I'm excited to get jock itch as I do every time it gets hot now.
I hit the baby powder.
Yeah.
I hit it early.
Doesn't that give you fucking nut cancer?
No way. That gives you sweet nuts, dude.
I think you got to check that out.
Really?
I think they keep getting sued like every fucking week.
I thought just babies couldn't breathe it in.
Talcum.
Really?
Talcum powder.
I thought it was just cornstarch.
Lemaire, search that for me, brother.
Yeah, check it out. Look up Johnson & Johnson's baby powder. Yeah, it's just I just sprayed on my grundle, dude.
I forgot
My
about it. It's
grundle's
time.
been- dude, it's like shards of glass.
Something's wrong with my ass and grundle.
What's wrong with your?
I don't know. I told you it hurts.
You're like the
My
actual,
grundle's been itching
Really?
like out of control.
Ooh, hopefully you don't have eczema, bro.
Oh no.
I have bouts of eczema every now and again. It took me forever to figure out what it is.
Yeah, I'll be hanging out. Like before bed, I'll just go to
Dude.
fucking town on my gooch.
You might have the egsies. You might have some egsies, bro.
Just listening to a book on tape about Adolf Hitler. I'm still listening to it.
How is it?
I don't know. I fall asleep every time, so I'm just
Good
lost.
guy, bad guy? How is it?
It turns out he was not great. Beginning of the book, you're like, God, this guy's on to something.
He lost the plot.
I found the information. They have they recently settled for $9 billion because their baby powder causes cancer.
All the baby powder does?
Johnson and Johnson?
Yep.
I thought breathing it in was fucking them up. I thought there was like asbestos in it. What? Shit,
Nah.
I'll get off it then. I'll start putting cornstarch. I'll have some tamales underneath my fucking
There's
grundle.
nothing
Dude.
we can do.
Dude, what the hell am I supposed to do? I'm not going to vaz my fucking...
I'm just going to keep doing it. I do tons of shit that causes cancer.
Yeah. How the fuck was baby powder? I mean, maybe for babies
No, dudes nuts.
are getting fucking...
Yes, you're getting nut cancer from tossing
Yikes.
baby powder on.
No, that sucks.
That does suck. That's like the greatest feeling in the world.
I guess, dude, it's...
My nuts are sweating right now.
Dude, I put it on this morning and I was sliding. Dude, I was fucking walking like, oh my God. I was gliding this morning.
Ooh, that's a good feeling. That felt really good, what I just did.
Yeah, airing it out. Having a little dick fan would be nice.
You heard us? Sheath?
Dude, just a little thing you put right here, battery powered, it goes right up your shorts.
Smell the whole room up. Make sure the whole room you're in smells like nut sweat.
Maybe your dick has to sweat like that. Like, you know, like that's the argument against deodorant. It's like your lymph nodes are all up here and your body's like pushing moisture out. Then you just literally, it's like sealing a door.
Yeah.
You're sealing a door in your body and there's water that has to get out. Deodorant probably is bad for people.
Everything's bad, dude.
True. Smelling like shit is also bad.
Smelling like shit's way worse for your health.
Yeah, true.
Now everyone doesn't like you, and that has severe ramifications on your health. Trust me, I know.
Why do they hate you? Because you
Everybody hates
Why?
me.
Because when you break out of the Matrix, dude, they fucking hate you.
Dude, everyone hates when you break out of the fucking Matrix. We might have to break out of the New York Matrix.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
Could be time, dude.
Could be.
We'll see.
Yeah, it could be.
We'll see.
True.
Hey.
Stay tuned.
Got 'em.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Gotcha.
Going to Alaska.
We're moving to Alaska.
It'll be awesome.
It's the new comedy hub.
Alaska.
Juneau. Just get ripped apart by bears.
Dude, I was thinking about speaking of disappearing my physical body.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking last night, I've been stressed, bro. I've been fucking.
I understand, man.
So stressed. But I was like trying to see if there's an amount of Ozempic you could take to just reduce 100% of your body mass. I want to take the new fucking fat medicine and disappear, dude.
Yeah, does it reduce like bone mass?
To zero, yeah. I want to completely disappear. Just get the mega shot of Ozempic and just go.
I bet you could do like shortening surgeries.
Like what?
Like
life shortening.
Take like like
Getting life
take like
shortening.
giant chunks out of my femur and shin bone and start taking chunks out of my arm. Take some vertebrae out.
I thought you were saying getting a life shortening
No, you
surgery.
could see if you can just eliminate most of your body.
like a life reduction.
Yeah, there's a physical reduction. Keep all the fat though.
I had someone drill a hole in my gallbladder to reduce 10 years off my life.
Oh yeah.
I had my spleen ruptured.
Yeah, I went into the doctors. They poked a hole in my head. That eased a lot of my problems.
Yeah, I got bugged out the other day on that shit of what the fuck was I saw the Ozempic. That was one thing. And I think it was just the shots in the Ozempic. There was the article and they were like, I mean, yeah, obviously people gain weight, but it's not your fault. We're around all these high calorie high calorie foods, sedentary lifestyle. And I think they are really priming people to completely give up and just be like, dude, sit down, relax. Nothing's your fault. You have no power over anything. Just accept it.
Sweet.
We'll take care of you.
Thank you.
Just vote. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming. And it's like,
Yes.
it's pretty understandable, dude.
Dude, by the time the Civil War does erupt in America, just the fats.
Dude.
The fats, dude, fats with machine
charge.
guns.
It'll be a charge. It'll be the
Yeah.
first time in a battle. Everyone stops a quarter of the way and they're like, charge. It'll be like moving Roman
Casualty
legions.
rates on just crossing the battlefield. It's gonna be crazy. We lost an entire brigade, sir.
World War
Why?
III. Dude, World War III. I'm just the fattest, dude.
Oh,
I'm just
coming.
mobility scooters coming across the plains.
it's gonna be a battle, dude.
It'll be
With
Star
lasers.
Wars.
Yeah,
It'll be Star
dudes
Wars.
on fucking scooter. Just evaporating.
It'll be Star Wars. It'll be fat dudes and their robots fucking attacking each other.
Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew.
I don't like it. I don't like where this country's headed.
It's a problem of personal agency. They're putting out like it's not your fault. You had no control. You can't help it. Everything's set in stone. I'm going like, God damn, that's so fucking dismal and bleak.
Yeah.
That's the best part of being a human being. We're the only animals that can like hijack our own biology and fucking get in there and reflect. And they're being like, no, that's not really a thing. You're predisposed to just fucking eating these snacks.
Yeah, I mean the snacks are good.
The snacks are good.
They made snacks.
Dude, I was telling the mayor up here, I have more and more empathy now or sympathy for like, we're listening to Hunter Biden book, him talking about just like abusing bottles of alcohol.
Yeah.
Every day that passes, I go, I can see why alcohol gets you. Every day that every day that passes, I'm like,
all rules, dude. But yeah, you can't be drinking bottles of vodka in your garage.
But I get it, dude. I get it because they did what they did was fucked up, and they tricked people with the 1 or 2 drinks a day are not only safe but better for you. That is tricky, dude, because you can have 2 drinks and it's like,
yeah, you can not drink.
I know that's what I'm
pretty
saying.
good for you,
for sure. But they were like, well, they did a study saying,
but then what? Then what? What do you want to live forever? Come on, man.
Well, the arguments of that are, if you drink, you tend to be around people more, and being around people actually extends your life. So people were like, yeah, I should totally have fucking 3 glasses.
You drink a lot and you're around the worst people.
And one of them stabs you and shortens your life.
You're getting stabbed.
Yeah, I was, because it is, dude, it's very funny because you can be like, I can have 3 beers every day.
Yeah.
And it instantly is. It's like your whole afternoon morphs and you go, this is great.
Shit's good.
Every single time.
Hey, I don't have to pay those bills. Fuck them. I'll do it tomorrow. And you wake up.
Dude, it's a strong, I'm like between the cell phone of just giving you can lose 3 hours in a day.
When I was home, I went to my parents' house on Sunday or Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed on the phone. I was on my phone for a day.
Awesome.
No, it sucked. I had like a freak out. It was crazy.
You start feeling sick.
Yeah.
Start feeling very sick.
Open an app, close it, open it again.
Oh, no.
Go in the like messages on Instagram, close Instagram, open just regular Instagram. Like it was nuts.
I watched a dude do that when I was flying. I was looking over his seat. That was after the Travis Scott incident. And he was coming from, what's it called? What's this thing called? The Astroworld. He was all Astroworlded out. And he was like on the phone, like talking about Astroworld the whole time. And it was kind of funny. So he was like, if you're not there, you don't understand what he was like speaking up on behalf of Astroworld.
He was defending Astroworld.
He was defending Astroworld the day after.
He was tired of all the hit pieces.
Dude, he literally did. I watched him going Facebook, email, Instagram. And I was like, what a weirdo. I catch myself doing that too.
I do it all the time.
I just go, dude, you're going, I have to stop and ask myself, like, what is your goal right now with your phone? And what are you looking for? And I go, I don't know. And you just fucking, dude, it's fucking bad. If you toss in, you have the cell phone, you're checked out. Toss in the
Where's my
Ozempic.
cell phone? I want to look at it.
I know, dude. It's fucking.
I want to look at reels.
There's probably something new on there you haven't
Probably
seen.
a fun dog video dancing.
Dude, I get into it because I go, I got to see the news. There might be something worthwhile.
There might be something for me to, I need to know what's going on in the news.
Now, next thing I'm scrolling Instagram ads being like, why is it on my feed? And I go, where the fuck am I? Yeah, it's tough, dude.
Tossing some beautiful babies.
I don't have beautiful babies. Luckily,
I have essentially escaped that algorithm, but they hop in.
They get you.
They still, my beautiful angels still show up.
How do they find you?
I don't know. I'm usually watching dog videos.
And they pop up.
Dogs and horrific accidents. But then
Sweet Billy said he's been falling to the beautiful babies on.
Billy's whole algorithm's that.
His beautiful babies?
Yeah.
Man.
But that's what happens. The beautiful baby comes up. You go, what the hell? I'd like to look at her profile. You click the profile. Now you're locked.
You're in. Yeah, you're in.
Well, Mary, you know what that's like.
Yeah, I thought, as I went to my reels the one time, I thought there was just going to be beautiful babies. There was no beautiful babies at all. That was the time I had to go get my penis checked out by a dermatologist. So I figured I'd look at some beautiful babies in the waiting room.
Oh, you want to get a little blood going.
A little blood flowing?
Yeah.
I didn't find any beautiful babies. Then they're like, next, they called me back and went, no.
I have the smallest penis on earth. That's why I'm here.
Dude, the smallest leprosy penis.
They're like,
dude.
what's wrong with your penis? There's a rash on it, and it's so small.
I should make the rash has been shrinking my penis immensely.
Something's gone wrong.
The rash shrunk my penis. People usually gasp when they see it flaccid, but now it just looks like this tiny little kid penis on an adult's body, and I have pimples on my belly.
Fuck.
Can you help that?
Fuck.
Yeah, it was the worst, dude. It was so, and I'd been there before for a penis rash. So I had to be like, hey, I swear this isn't some weird kink I have. Like, it's actually a weird rash. I'm not going back. I'm done. I can't go back
You
there
can't.
again.
You just gotta let your penis rot.
Oh, I figured out what it was. She did diagnose it. The beautiful angels did diagnose and cure my penis out of pure mercy. Yeah, dude, out of pure mercy, dude. Just a fucking little like a deli sandwich stick. Just lifted it up.
Yeah. And they used it on the next person. They had to say,
That'd be funny too. I should go back and go, oh, I have a latex allergy.
Please use your hands. Touch my rashed penis.
Touch my rashed.
My fucking decrepit penis.
Breathe life into my tiny rashed penis.
Can you give my penis CPR?
Yeah, that was the
Do
worst.
you have any surgeries that could kill me?
Can you cut my penis off?
Can you cut my
They
fucking
could
head
freeze
off?
it off like a wart, dude.
You could freeze your penis straight off.
Can you get the wart gun and just freeze this wart off my body? I call my penis. Dude.
Guess what? Insurance covers that now. Guess what, dude? That's going on.
Today's episode is sponsored by Honey. The easy way to save when shopping on your iPhone or computer. Saving money feels amazing.
I love it.
It's always awesome to find a promo code.
I love it.
Especially in today's economy, spending wisely is top of mind. Who the fuck typed this? Whatever you're shopping for, Honey can help you get it for less. It's a free tool that finds internet promo codes and automatically applies them to your cart.
Free?
Free tool.
Damn.
Honey's a free tool. You just use it. I don't know, don't worry about where their money comes from. It's a free tool. It finds promo. They probably do ads on their website. They get traffic. If they get 10,000 viewers, you get 4 cents per click.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you save so much money when you buy Honey. Manually searching for coupon codes is now a thing of the past.
Yeah.
Honey doesn't just work on desktops. It works on your iPhone too, guys. It's free. Just activate it on Safari on your phone and save on the go. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting the show. Hopefully this is free. I don't know. Maybe it's free. Check it out. Look at it for yourself.
Fucking free.
Get PayPal Honey for free at joinhoney.com/drenched. That's honey.com/drenched. Oh, let's get back, dude.
Let's get back to the show.
Be ready for 420 with best pipes, bongs, and bubblers from Freeze Pipe.
Oh, yeah.
Celebrate with the coldest and smoothest smoking experience you'll ever have. Freeze Pipe products come with a freezable glycerin chamber. Pop that bad boy in the freezer for an hour and watch as it chills the smoke for an icy puff that's easy on your lungs. Dude, honestly, they sent us a tornado bong, and Freeze Pipe stuff does rule. It does cool the smoke. It's noticeable. It's not bad. No more coughing, chest burn, or chugging water. Freeze Pipe chills the smoke by over 300 degrees while keeping all the flavor you love. That's true. I've tried it. It's good. Going on sale, or going right now, is Freeze Pipe's biggest sale of the year to celebrate 420. That's right. It's the cannabis Christmas, and you can save up to $40 on select pipes, bubblers, bongs, and more.
That's so sick.
So visit dude, it's exactly the price of an eighth. So visit thefreezepipe.com to find your new favorite piece. See something you like that's not on sale? Use code DRENCHED and save 10% off your entire order. That's thefreezepipe.com. Use code DRENCHED for 10% off. Or check out their sale going on right now. Sale ends April 20th.
Yo, 420, blaze it.
Let's get back to the show.
Let's go back to us talking and having fun.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Hey, we're back.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. We're
To
back
recap,
again.
bring you back up to speed if you missed the other stuff. We're talking about freezing off our tiny
We were talking about
penises.
freezing off the
with wart treatment.
abomination I call a penis. Why did God curse me with this?
I might have a penis for another time. I think my penis was more. I have a village penis.
Now you have a futuristic penis.
You think I have a future? Oh yeah,
These
true.
are future penises.
Like the tiny cell phones.
Yes.
I feel like it's gonna be flopping dongs in the future, dude. We're gonna get the. What do you think's coming after Ozempic, dude? It's gonna be Dong Zembic, dude. It's coming. Dong control is coming, dude. Full Dong control is.
You're telling me Pfizer has the power to give whites giant penises?
That's probably the thing they're sitting on.
Maybe we need to support them instead of mocking them for their disastrous vaccine.
I'd be calling my family. I'd be like, guys, seriously, you really got to support this. They have our best
Yeah,
interest.
Pfizer, trust them. Get the booster, mom. Get it until you definitely have a stroke.
Get a dong booster. Oh, dude,
I'd run the risks.
I'd be triple masked.
They'd be like, I'd have a glass visor on.
I'd be bothering my family.
I'd be screaming on a flight. Like, wear your mask. This is helping our penises. Get your hands off my penis. This is democracy manifest. I see you know your judo well. That's the bloke that's got me by the penis. That guy fucking rules, dude.
Who's that guy?
There's a fucking Australian guy they arrested one time. He was like, for what? For enjoying a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Yeah, I saw that.
I see you know your judo well. Get your hands off my penis. Ta-ta and farewell. That's the bloke that's got me by the penis.
Yeah, it's getting to that. It's getting very sad because it's like anyone trying to do anything meaningful just looks absurd.
What?
I was thinking about the Pearson guy.
I know. It's
You have this guy
he's out there trying to help.
Trying to enact like a deep.
You sound like a dickhead.
Well, it's also, it does look absurd.
Yeah.
It looks like they're all standing up there cosplaying. It doesn't seem like it's driven by, I don't know, maybe that's my
I know. We're not
detached gaze.
We're not allowed to speak on it.
But you see the king talk and you go, yeah, dude, there's millions of people standing there. He's at the reflection pool.
Who? Oh, Martin Luther King.
You see him talking, you're like, yeah, it's pretty legit. You watch that and you go, this seems kind of fucking weird.
Yeah,
man.
it seems like you're, whatever.
Well, it's also like, what it's against gun rights. It's like, yeah, dude.
Yeah. It's against gun rights.
It's like, all right, dude, fucking yeah. Don't have any, no more, disband the NRA. Go ahead. Go for it.
Yeah.
Take them away. Take all the guns. Take the guns.
I don't have any guns.
I'm saying, my thing
I was
is
so
like,
close to buying a cool gun this past weekend.
well, the problem is with the gun legislation, it's like they're guns. So it's like, we're going to take the guns. It's like, well, you got to get them off of dudes who want to shoot stuff. So it's like,
Yeah, get ready.
leave them be.
Yeah.
Or cap them. Just cap them.
In this economy, where dudes are ready to die,
Yeah, true.
eggs are $4 or something.
True.
What the fuck?
Eggs, dude, eggs are like fucking, I mean, some eggs are like, they're testing the upper limits. You can get at $9.99 dozen of eggs, but it's like, it's like, dude,
I'm dumb.
we
That
literally
still seems like a decent deal.
It's like I mean, to be fair,
I know it's not a good deal.
To be fair, there are eggs, dude. It's like
Eggs.
It's like we fingered these eggs. We'd grab these chickens and we would fucking finger them every day and let them run a mile.
I know it's not a good deal, but $9.99 for a dozen. That's $9.99 for 3-4 meals.
$1 per egg, dude.
Yeah.
That's my thing with eggs, dude. It's like, or even food in general, they're like food costs are going to become 40% of your, it's like, should be 40%.
Food costs is 90% of my money.
Yeah, it should be.
Grubhub, dude.
It's the most important shit you can have. And it's like food costs is creeping up to 14% of people's incomes. It's like, dude, between a house and food,
Jesus Christ.
should be like 8, obviously you should have stuff left over, but like, I don't know.
I was just thinking about my money people seeing my Grubhub.
They see the GH.
They might have to see my Grubhub for tax purpose. Like if I'm on the road and I order food, it's a write-off.
Don't release it like Trump's tax files.
I'm going to have to hold on to that. They're going to say, you spent $48,000 on fucking Grubhub this year? I go, what?
Redact it.
I had to.
Redact it. They redact the amounts and just let them, redact what they are. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see that.
CIA fucking block them out.
Yeah.
It'd be sick.
Yeah, maybe that's a stupid take, but I always did think that food, when they were like, it was surprisingly low. Every time I checked what percentage of people's income food was, I'm like, it could probably be up above your car, slightly more important.
Yeah.
And I guess you need a car to get food. Do you ever think about that? In order to have fucking kids, you got to work. In order to work, you got to put your kids in daycare. What's the point of any of this shit, dude? You know what I'm saying? Did you ever fucking think about that?
You got to buy food.
You got to have food. In order to have a family, you got to have food. In order to have kids, you got to work. In order to work, you got to send your kids to daycare. Who even gets to see anyone? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It stinks. Especially when you see the babies in daycare, dude. That always fucking freaks me, man.
Oh,
there's babies, there's infants, dude. You can have a kid and like just drop it off at a daycare like 2 weeks.
You got to
later.
work.
You got to get back there. I think there's might be like 3 months. I think 2 months or 3 months. You can be like, all right, I'm gonna go resume my life. I'll pick this little fucker up.
Yeah.
You can just kind of do that the whole time. I mean, it costs.
You can leave.
Costs thousands of dollars.
You can drop your kids off at a fucking orphanage.
I envisioned. I was sitting there the other day. I envisioned an article someone could write that was basically like white collar deadbeat parents, where it's like, I mean, again, it's such a shitty thing too. But dude, you walk in there. I'm walking in there. I'm like, this is wrong. I get you have to do it. Yeah, dude. Like it is.
I mean, if
it works.
I'll
use
say
daycare.
this: if you're into the whole like this is what humans should do, men are hunter gatherers, women are. It's like,
True.
dude, that's what they did. They
True.
dropped the kids off in the village.
True
We gotta
that.
go hunter gather.
No, that is true.
But I don't buy in. I don't like all that. That's the whole country got into the mumbo jumbo of like, as humans, we're supposed to do this.
Yeah.
It's like, shut up.
Yeah, true. I actually thought about how funny that'd be.
It
if
always
some-
bothered me.
If like Chris Ryan came out, it's like we actually are supposed to eat women. We're not supposed to live with
Yeah.
them. We're supposed to fuck them and eat them.
Yeah.
So that way, it breeds attention. When people talk about like what was going through a caveman's head, and he's like, "This is what they were thinking."
Yeah, this is the caveman diet. You're
This
supposed to
wife-
eat fucking twigs. It's like, well, we got out of that.
Yeah,
Why not
I
go
mean-
back further? Let's go back to primordial soup.
Yeah, true.
We all come from primordial soup.
You should
As soup,
stay in
you
the-
should be at the bottom of the ocean, sucking on fucking volcanic gas coming out of an abyss. It's like, stop. Why are we going back?
Yeah, true.
Always forward, dude.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't want to.
The modern man should be sitting on a plush couch playing Xbox, ordering
sure.
Grubhub,
ideally not using your body whatsoever. for
hardly
work.
using your body.
We're basically we're both Zordons, dude. It's purely
I'm a
mental.
full Zordon. That's gay. Now give me money for Taco Bell.
But yeah, it's such a touchy subject. I don't want to see because I have my kids in daycare, but it's like, dude, it's like
You gotta get them in there, bro.
it's a
You gotta let them
heartbreak.
socialize.
You do,
gotta,
and it did. It's a good thing. But when I
Yeah.
see the babies,
you gotta
in
get
there,
them. You gotta let them get fucking Legionnaire's disease.
They
Like,
do.
just foot and mouth.
hand,
every
foot, and
day.
mouth. Yeah, they get hand,
Every
foot, and mouth,
day.
dude.
Trench fucking
You're
trench
wiping their
foot.
butt, and there's just like do they get fucking herpes in there? What the hell?
Yeah.
They get like ass sores from hand, foot, and mouth.
Yeah, they get herpes. All the kids gotta go get some herpes.
Dude, I'm
Gotta
telling
get their immune system going. Get them fucking chicken pox.
Dude, here's the thing. It has worked. It's what she started talking. It does work. It's a very good thing.
Yeah.
It's just every day I walk past the baby room and I go, maybe this is cool. It just freaks me. I go like, is this
Baby's
a
definitely
massive?
cool.
I was like, is this a massive misstep? Just, I mean, you have to do it. You have to do it. It's better. It's better than just like letting it slowly die on a rock.
Yeah.
But I just go, man, yeah, that
Be
happens.
like, I don't want this one. I'm gonna take it in the woods, leave it on a rock, go back to the fucking village like nothing. That fucking dog came out of nowhere. Took
Yeah,
that
you treat
goddamn-
your baby like your cell phone. You're like, where the hell did I put my baby?
Fuck it, I'll get a new one.
Yeah,
There's a new one next year.
this is gonna be an asshole. But yeah, again, that's my own guilt I'm projecting on because I walk in there, I go, fucking
Yeah, I think that's your guilt because that's.
yeah, nothing. That's what I'm saying. People,
Not only do I think it's nothing, I think it's probably decent for the kid. Now, an infant in a fucking just laying in a room.
I peek in. I peek
great.
in. Dude.
Yeah, I guess that's
There's
not
12
great.
little infants
Yeah.
just like
Flat,
and there's just two
flat
ladies
heads.
just tending to them like a fucking little colony, just like
Yeah.
hey you, hey you. But I guess they get to play with each other
I don't understand how women are. They are capable of that.
with all day with babies.
Yeah.
I think whenever I drop Maya off, I think I'm like I could stay here all day and talk to these guys, but it must make you go nuts, dude.
That's why women have childlike brains. They have to be able to communicate with the children.
I mean, there is something to be said for that.
I think it's true.
I think there's
Only women can sit with a kid all day and be like, "What was your story? Why, the sky is blue." It's like, "Oh, wow."
it's funny because I'm actually way better at that than Brittany.
Oh, really?
I could sit and talk.
I can see you being you'd be good to talk to kids.
I can talk to a child
You're
for
also
like,
very inquisitive.
9
I'm sure the
hours.
kid will hit you with some stuff that you're like, "Whoa,
oh, dude, all
I
the
never
time.
thought about that either."
All the time.
Why the fuck do Dalmatians have spots? I don't know.
Yeah, it's every they like
I tried to hang out with kids this weekend.
not a
I'm
fan.
not.
Yeah,
They're great. Obviously, they're fun to be around. But
for sure.
I took Anthony and Aaliyah to the park. Disaster.
Really.
Anthony, dude, no, just like my old dog, doesn't respect me.
Yeah.
Anthony has zero because he knows I'm fucking around all the time.
Mhm.
He literally, we get to the park, he just sprints to the other side.
It's
I was
gone.
like, "Anthony, come back." He was going, "No." I was like, "God damn it, Anthony. I can't hit you. I'm obviously not in your family."
yeah. Yeah, it is infuriating, especially when you're like, dude, it's like
I
dude,
never took a kid to the fucking a park.
dude.
It's so weird.
Yeah, at any second they could fucking die.
Those beautiful moms are all around.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just, I'm a good guy.
The vibe's crazy.
The
there.
vibe is crazy.
The vibe's fucking
But
crazy.
I'm watching Anthony go bother little girls
Well, dude,
trying so hard to talk to him. Be like,
that's
tag, you're it, to like a 10-year-old.
get off.
And they were like, leave us alone. You're weird. He's like, tag, you're it. Kept touching him. Beast.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, there is like a if once you have kids, it's like you do have like a multiplied kind of insecurity thing of like, you know, are we like like I worry a lot that like my family is just like a ridiculous, because you start talking to people and you're like, people seem like they have it together. Like, is my family just like a
failed
triangle?
state.
Yeah, just failed, just like Aleppo, just mental Aleppo, just wandering.
Fucking morons. Just a full unit of idiots.
Dude,
There are plenty of those families.
Yeah, dude, you start bopping around like, you know, that's got to be a continuum. So there's definitely, if I can notice that about other families, I'm like, there's got to be families that are scoping me out, being like, Jesus Christ.
Definitely.
But then you have like,
remember the rich families growing up?
Dude.
The orthodontist families?
Oh, it's crazy.
They look at your shitty family. They're like, ha ha ha.
Yeah, it's
nice Kia, you fucking drunk idiots.
Yeah, like a dentist and like all their kids are just completely even keeled.
Yeah. Smart. Every kid's handsome and smart.
Yeah, it's a 4.9 GPA.
Yeah. It's like, how come I can't be like them?
Yeah, your dad's
because
like, I'll kick his ass. And I'll just beat his fucking ass.
Okay, Shane.
I'll tell you what, when these kids don't listen, I beat their ass.
Yeah, I hit them.
You see the orthodontist just going, oh boy.
Oh, well, that's strange.
Wow.
My children listen. Probably because I didn't strike them so often. They're not afraid to return to the house. Because they don't. Dude, yeah, I would do that. I would run away, yeah.
Yeah.
I go outside. Phil would be like, get in here. I'd be like, I'm not coming in there. You're going to hit me.
Yeah, not doing it.
Get in here.
Oh,
like, fuck.
Just full of rage.
Hit.
Well, that's why you can't, dude. You really can't hit kids because it's like, even if you're like,
yeah.
It's, dude,
I was with these kids for an hour.
It's
and I was
on the table.
Fucking hitting.
It's on the table.
Yeah.
Even if you're like, come on, we got to go. Come on, we got to go. And you can pick them up really hard and like, you can like physically jar them.
Yeah, but that did nothing. That had no effect on him.
Really?
I had to carry him out.
Yeah, true. I mean, that's
kicking and screaming the whole way out of the park. I was like, God damn it. Why did I take you here? I knew how to trick him though. He was like 5 more minutes. He kept saying 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, you got 5 minutes. 10 seconds later, I'd be like, you're down to 2 minutes. He has no concept of time. And then, obviously he broke the deal immediately.
Yeah.
They're like the pale face.
Oh, dude, they
break every fucking treaty they make.
They do.
But he was fucking, I was like, I know how to get him. I was like, Aaliyah, walk with me. So me and Aaliyah, I was like, all right, you can stay.
I'm leaving. You did the
I was like, all right, we're going to leave you. And he was like, fine. He started playing on the park. I was like, he's not going to like this. I was like, Aaliyah, give me your hands. And I swung her in a circle with her feet off the ground.
Whoa.
And he was like, he came running over. He was like, do me. I was like, nope, you were bad. Aaliyah, jump off that tree. I'll catch you, jump. She jumped off a tree, caught her.
You told him a lesson.
I told him, I was like, look how much fun she has.
Yeah, she listened.
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He screamed and cried, grabbed me, was punching. He was like, do me. I was like, nope. I was like, when we get home, I'll do it. And then we got to the front yard. I said, nope. I lied to you like you lied back at the park.
Yeah, dude.
And I brought him in. I said, Katie, teach these kids some fucking discipline. I spent 10 minutes with these fuckers and it was nuts. She's got 4.
It's insane.
Yeah. She's gone.
Yeah, I mean, imagine.
She's just a totally different person. Obviously, she needs to be.
Yeah, dude. Well, it's like, so you have your own day-to-day anxieties and insecurities bopping around. Now, just times that by 3. Now you're anxious and insecure and angry for 3. It's, it's pretty taxing. But you do get it. You do get a kind of reprieve from yourself, at least. Which
that'd be fucking nice.
It's not bad. But then it'll come full circle where you'll like make a decision or mistake and you'll be like, oh shit, this impacts.
I've been an idiot this whole time.
Yeah, and you go, oh, this impacts. But dude, the funnier thing at the park is when it's like, because you get like, I'll be like, damn, my family's like, we're fucking dumbasses. We're all mentally inept. We're emotionally, we can't handle. Like, you just worry about shit like that.
Kevin Hart had a bit about that.
Oh, his squad.
Well, it was something about them all wearing
them as a unit,
matching sweatsuits to a fucking like kids party. Look like fucking idiots.
Yeah, dude. Well, but then like a frisbee got caught in a tree, and you'll see like a dad who can't climb up the fence to get the tree, so I'll be able to like scamper up.
Damn.
And it's like, I'm really not trying to revel in it at all, but there's part of you that's just like, yes.
Now I get to display my prowess.
I'm winning. Yeah,
the children can see me.
Yeah, dude.
I would absolutely go. Hey, guy from the Dumb family, climb a tree.
I got it. Dude, he didn't even have to ask. I saw it. I went, I got it. I got to like climb a fence on
He went home and
flip-flops.
was like, honey, there was an idiot at the park today. I watched him climb a fucking tree.
I climbed a fence in flip flops and like jumped onto the thing and knocked it down.
That's pretty nice.
Kids were like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. So I was like, we got to make up.
You got to make your kids proud.
We got to make up for what we're lacking. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you're lacking. I think you got a good unit.
We do have a good
You
unit.
got a good unit.
We have
Dude.
a good
You're a
unit.
great guy.
Dude, I live in fucking like, it's all doctors where my neighbors are. So I'll like walk them. Just
You know how
fucking-
much cooler it is that you get a doctor's salary from this?
True. That is sick.
Like, would you go to school? Sweet.
Yeah, nice.
I went to school too.
I went to grad school for fun.
I don't know why I got a degree. I knew when I was getting it, I don't need this degree.
I know.
I just didn't want to look like a loser.
Dude,
I should have never graduated college.
Yeah, it'd have been cool. Can you go back and get your credits like revoked so that you're not a
I
graduate?
can go back and say I was cheating. I cheated the whole time.
Is that way you could like never
Take this degree from me.
college boy?
Yeah, I'm tired of being called college boy.
Dude, I hated that.
College boy?
Yeah, my parents are my fucking
Yeah.
all my uncles and shit. Like,
Yeah.
college boy, they can't tell. What did they teach you there?
Yeah, you should have been like, yeah, how not to be a dumbass. Like you fucking loser.
For real.
Yeah.
That, to be fair, and again, this does sting. This does sting because it's like I didn't know. There's a lot of people when you don't go to college, it's kind of it's like an insecurity as you can become an adult, and it's like, dude, I don't think it means that like you're not smart or not intelligent. But I remember, I got out of college and I went, that was such a waste of time. And then I went and was working for my dad, which is like with laborers, like literally from the labor union. And I would talk to some of these dudes and be like, maybe that wasn't a total waste of time. They would read the newspaper, dude, and it was like, this is true. And I'm like, well, there's a guy who writes it, and they'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, all right, maybe that wasn't a complete waste of time at all.
Yeah, and also back then, like I remember the kids in my high school that didn't get into college. You were like, Jesus,
Yeah.
how the fuck did you not get into West Virginia?
True.
What did you do?
True. Yeah, sure. There's got to be one place. It's one thing to be like,
I get it if
could've-
you're like, yeah, I don't need college. I have a plan. But there's other people that are just like high school ends and they're like,
well, there's
Fuck.
there's one thing to not have the resources, not go to
of
college.
course.
Totally it's how do you like those apples, which is kind of a sick path. That's kind of a sick path. But I think you're talking more about the people who did have the resources
Yeah,
to go to
grew
college.
up in a suburban
and
neighborhood.
college went, no, thank you. You're like, what the fuck?
Dude.
What the fuck?
I was just
Did
laughing
you take the SATs? Like, dude, I tried
did
my
argue
best.
garbage, and Foley got like an 860 on his SATs. Dude, Foley's dumb as a prick.
Did he really?
Lemaire, did you take it? Please tell me yes.
Yeah, what did Foley get? 860?
Yeah.
What are you rocking?
Sorry.
I didn't get much higher. I might have got like 1040.
That's not
That's
bad.
really good.
That's not bad.
Then I got probably like around what Foley got.
And you took
1040 is good.
No.
Dude, 1040 is better than 840 is like if you only took one half of the test.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, if you
roughly
did perfect on one of the tests.
Yeah, 1600 is
No,
perfect.
I think I did.
Yeah, he got a 55%.
I didn't do 1040. I did worse. I did a.
All right. Well, I didn't mean to make you feel bad.
I'm
Never
sorry.
mind.
It's okay.
Why are you sorry?
I don't know.
What'd you get? You got a 1040?
No,
easy
I got
on
like
the-
an 860 because I did really good on the math part, but I did really bad on the writing part.
So where'd the 1040 come from? Just the math
'Cause-
part?
The math part, the lying math part. I did the math real quick. I got, he just Beetlejuiced out. Like, I got about 7,000. I got about 8,000. SAT, yeah, I took SAT, got A plus. I got about an A plus.
What's high? 1600? Yeah, I didn't get that. I got.
Who's the guy? Yeah, what's the low one you were just making fun of? Yeah, that's exactly what I got. I definitely didn't get way lower than that. I'm lying.
I did the opposite. I got like needs help math score, and then it was all my verbal carried me into an institution.
I cheated on math.
What? How'd you cheat on the SATs?
I noticed the girl. I knew the girl. She was sitting 2 up in front of me. Had the same test as me.
Oh, it's awesome.
They give you random tests.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because I can't do math to save my fucking
Oh, I'm
life.
so bad, dude.
Yeah.
When I took it, I think they moved it up to 2,400 or something. Because then they
Oh
raised
no, you
it.
got an 860 on
No,
2,400.
I got I got 1040 on the 2400.
Oh,
Okay,
there was the line.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because I was going to say, I was like, I wonder if you took it when it turned into like the Mega Millions. When
yeah.
it was like, it's out of 12 billion.
Yeah,
so I got
there's also you got to write a paragraph.
Yeah.
Kids are like, oh, no.
I love my mommy and daddy very much.
The Webster's dictionary says that love is defined by. Remember that's how every fucking one started.
Starting every paper with a definition.
If I found some of my old papers, that'd be so embarrassing. So embarrassing, dude. I don't even. All right. Never mind. It's too much, dude.
What is it?
I'm gonna save it for the Patreon. It's truly too embarrassing.
I have some good page talk. We listened to the Hunter Biden
all right.
memoirs, and we listened to Spud told me to listen to the last like 3 hours of his like drug years.
Crack.
Dude, it's
Bell ringers.
The what?
The bell ringers or whatever he keeps calling them.
Is that what he calls crack?
Yeah, if you hit it hard, you get your bell rung.
We're still in alcohol right now. We're making our way to crack.
I just listened to War Mode's.
Yeah, Spud told dude, it's actually it is a really good listen. A lot of it is
War Mode?
Yeah, War Mode's a shit. I'm saying
you mean the book.
The book is a good listen. And I mean, there's a cynical part of me that's like, it was written by ghostwriters for a PR company for the Democratic Party.
Yeah, absolutely.
But dude,
entirely.
His tales are still like so far. I'm like pretty sick.
Ripping
so
crack.
Far. He didn't get to the crack yet. He's just drinking, dude. We'll get.
Yeah, I heard Warman was talking about the booze stories of him like, and then next thing you know, you're drinking a bottle of vodka in the garage watching Game of Thrones.
Dude,
like,
I don't think he's lying. I don't think he was lying about that.
I was driving and he was saying that and I was like, fucking right, dude. That's a good night.
It's like what you
drinking vodka, watching Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, dude. Well, it's like you say when you read that stuff, it works on you. Like I was at one point, I was gonna cry. I was like, Joe Biden's actually a pretty good father, dude. We should be easy. Like it worked on me on the way up.
Dude, I cried during Succession this week.
That show fucking rules, though.
Have you watched the last episode?
I don't think I've ever seen the very last one. You know what? No, I did watch it. I did watch it.
I watched season 1 and season 2.
Yes, I
and
did.
Then I skipped season 3. The new season's out right now.
Wait, there's a new season?
There's a new season, and the last episode made me cry.
Oh, I didn't see the new season.
I was at my parents' house, just it got me choked up, dude. I'm such a dumb bitch.
Dude, the book got me on the way up. They're talking about that fucking church shooting, and the one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they were talking when Biden went back to that church after his son had just died. And he's like, again, the book seems to be a little bit horse feeding where it's like he didn't plan on giving a speech. And then he goes up and he's like, and this is what he said. And they asked him to speak. And it's like a beautiful.
Yeah.
Dude, and he's just like, faith sees the best in the darkness. And I was like sitting there, I was like,
Biden does have that. There is that part of Biden I like.
Yeah.
Where he's like, we're America.
Dude.
We can do anything we want. Come on.
I know, dude.
We can do anything we want.
if you read the book,
guess what?
You start to love him, dude.
Yeah,
it works. Because he's just like, it's, dude.
I mean, that's how I feel about the Hitler book. Anyway, check us out. I mean, if you read the book, I didn't mean to do that. For real, that was not a Roman salute. That was me.
Oh, what'd you do? Oh, yeah, if you read the book.
That's how I feel about the Hitler book. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I meant to say goodbye. I wasn't.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Still doing it.
It's crazy. You have to, like, edit your physical
movements. You gotta say I'm not a Nazi.
People like, he might be a Nazi.
Yeah.
Like, you turn off the camera.
I think we've moved past the Nazi stuff.
Goose stepping.
Although it's going to revamp once Trump dog comes back.
Yeah, true. I guess we have moved. Now then, what's the biggest threat now Dems face?
Bro, did you see Trump at the UFC fight?
No.
Bro.
What was he up to? Wait, isn't he in jail?
No,
for 100 years
bro,
for sucking titties?
He was down in Miami.
So that
he's in Miami, bitch.
Damn.
So he went down to the UFC. I was basically begging Rogies.
Like, please.
I never ask him for shit. I was hitting him with hints. I was like, "Are you doing the April 8th fight down in Miami?" Oh, that's Adesanya. That's gonna be so sick. And he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm going." I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
I waited like a month. I was like, "Dude, the Izzy fight's gonna be crazy." He's like, "Yep." I was like, "Fuck." But then I look. Some cool NFL player hit me up. Joey Bosa texted me and was like, "What are you doing?" Me, Joe Burrow, and my brother Nick are down here. Come chill. I was like, fuck.
Damn.
I missed that. And then.
Why didn't you go?
I just did. It was my 1 week off. And
yeah, true.
And then turns out this is a disastrous no-go. Trump shows up, rolling deep with Kid Rock and Mike Tyson.
Damn. That's tough, dude.
I was watching on TV, just like, dag gummit.
That's the bottle of vodka. That's Hunter Biden.
I went out to the garage.
That's Hunter Biden at that point.
No, it was Easter. That's why I went to the.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Went to the Pekines with my family.
True. True.
Um,
I mean,
All
that's a freak show.
Trump kid rocking Mike Tyson show. Think of those conversations. Fuck. Man, America is fucked.
Yeah, I mean, also, or it might just be the best.
I think it's the best, but those three sitting together ringside
Yeah.
was a little unnerving.
I told you, I was there. I was in Boston doing a show, and I'm sitting there. I'm eating a steak from the restaurant next. They had they have a restaurant next door, and like order whatever you want. We'll send it over. I was sitting there like eating a steak and just watching two dudes punch each other in the face on Butterly's phone, and I was just like, "What is this, dude? What am I doing? This is."
It's the man. And we talked, and then eventually we met in Milwaukee.
I didn't. It was pure accident. I had this fucked up post on Instagram. My phone's off. It's like you're talking right to me. You didn't even see me. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, man, I gotta. And I grab my phone and I'm like, okay, no, they're gonna kick me out. You can't turn the phone on because I wanted to erase it. It was just some fucking negative bullshit. Like, because at the show you can't turn your phone on.
Right.
So then I go out. And then I wouldn't even have turned my phone on had I not had that thought, which is that you inspired me from the thing. And then you're like, dude, I saw you come back to the green room. I'm like,
I couldn't miss you. I'm obviously stealing your grip right now. I couldn't miss you.
That was fucking rad as fuck, dude.
My friend, I think Nate, you met Nate.
Yes.
Nate comes, oh no, I think it was AJ. AJ comes back and he's like, yeah, there's a guy like in all white in the front row. And I was like, I know who that is. That's Joel Blazer. I was like, dude, hell yeah. So yeah, we talked a little bit and then we met, dude. You're the fucking man. We met in Milwaukee. You gave the signed copies to Nate and AJ of your book.
Yeah, I gave him a little note.
Letters from Marion. The notes were, I thought, beautiful, man. I gave them their books and we were reading them. I'm like, they're just beautiful notes. You're the man, dude. You're an absolute beast. But we went to the steakhouse, 5 o'clock steakhouse.
Yes,
might have been the best steak I've ever had in my life, dude. I'm not lying.
It was good.
It was so good. And then the thing that really killed me was, I've never seen this happen before. When you showed up, you had an incident with gasoline.
Oh my God, dude. Dude.
You smelled like gasoline. You showed up. We were all sitting there eating, and I'm like, I thought you were working with power tools all day. So I'm like, maybe he was like chainsawing all day or something. He come in, I'm like, I don't want to be rude. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do you smell like gas?
The motherfucker clicked. I'm sitting in the car. The thing's full. It clicked. I pull it out. Dude, and it just was squirting, and it just squirted on the car and splashed.
Yeah, you got drenched with gasoline.
Like, that is wicked.
Bro, I swear to God, it was such a pungent
I'm like,
smell.
what am I going to do?
You had to just show up. It was a beast move.
You could have lit me on fire if you were smoking cigarettes.
I seriously was concerned. I was worried someone was going to order like a flambe or something and you would have went up because it was a thick gasoline smell. Although that's kind of the most manly cologne.
Maybe we could start it.
Just
Letters from Marion, gasoline.
But yeah, so and this is what kind of got my interest. I watched you on Soft White Underbelly, and you had the story basically about going to a supermax prison for selling, LSD. And the case was crazy. Like, we talked about it. It was just, you sent, LSD in the mail, Western Union. Some guy got caught. He never got even caught with it, right?
No, his friend got caught. Okay. And then his friend just told on him. They showed up at his front door and he just told him this crazy story.
Right.
So wasn't indicted. He just
completely
right on his front step.
Jesus Christ. And then he gave you up and then you got on some bullshit trial where it was like, you never got caught with drugs, but there was enough circumstantial evidence to suggest that you had used a fake name to Western Union money and LSD around, and they sentenced you to, you said they were
151 months, 12 years, 7 months, which I jumped for joy. That was short.
Yeah.
I mean, I was facing 40 and I get 151. I looked at my mom and I just went like this, like,
really? You turned around?
Yes. Cause I'm like, it's 151. Like I'm
True.
At least 40 when you're 23,
your whole life. You're done.
You're like, how do you look down that hallway?
True.
151. It's like, okay, I can file some appeals. Maybe I'll get lucky. And I did. And
that was 1992. So this
92.
is like, it's crazy to think about the drug laws back then. There's even like weed back then. Like you could go to jail for like 4 or 5 years for selling weed if you had enough.
When we drove through Texas or Vegas, Nevada, like the older deadheads, like the shit was hid. You couldn't do anything. Ponytails back. Like you just had to get through the state, especially Texas. They said if we get pulled over and they find weed, we are all going to prison.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And now look.
Yeah, well,
And so we paved the way. I should put a collection bucket out.
you should, dude. You should. Well, that's
The young people have no fucking clue, man.
yeah. Even the early 2000s, it was like you could go to jail for like little bullshit like weed and stuff. I guess they obviously softened. The
There's still
penalties.
some. There's 25 states where it's illegal, right?
Yeah, Texas. It's still illegal. Like if you Austin, you're fine. If you have weed in Austin, they don't care. If you leave Austin, you can still they'll like throw you in the
Because in front of the hotel, everybody.
They don't care in Austin, but if you isn't that right, Josh? I think if you leave Austin and you get caught with weed, like I knew someone who
So it's decriminalized in Austin proper.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, they don't prosecute it at all. It's not.
It's the lib side.
It's a lib. This is a lib haven. Yeah, they actually have like decent food here, but you got to deal with all that stuff. But yeah, man, you can in Austin. I think I knew someone who got pulled over with a vape cartridge and got like held overnight.
In Austin.
No, outside of Austin.
Oh.
So Austin's a safe haven.
So they can. Where do they sell it here?
Yeah, it's like now we have that weird stuff where it's like the hemp.
It's one little
the
thing.
hemp bill.
Yeah,
No, the hemp bill
Oh yeah,
allowed-
the farm bill.
Exactly,
If you
the
get
farm
it
bill.
from hemp, you can. It's like
Yeah. Or the big thing's THCA. Because THC is what's illegal. THCA. You know you have to, like heat up weed
Yeah.
and make brownies.
carbolic.
Yeah, decarboxylate or whatever.
Yep.
So now if you have that extra carbon molecule that heat removes from literally of a lighter, it's technically legal because you can be like, well, this is hemp. It's weed's legal now, by the way. So,
But is it medically legal here?
no. Texas is like I think it's I don't think they even have a medical
I think
program.
all drugs should be legal, and the world would be way different. That's really one of the driving forces behind the book. It's to be part of that wave.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude, it's like
It hasn't worked.
No.
I mean, look at the prisons.
well, what happened with Portugal? Didn't Portugal? Yeah, I mean, obviously locking people up for
They
years
did.
for
It was
work.
much smaller. The Cato Institute did a big study. I wrote a couple op-eds for that. I don't remember all the statistics, but they would track it all the way to like when kids first tried drugs. Like it just had a positive impact on all the metrics of drug use, amount of drug use, when they stop. And then when you go in to do it, they say, if you get addicted or you want help, here it is. But there's a lot of moms whose young daughters and sons have OD'd and died that if it was legal, if they were at one of those places, they wouldn't have died.
Yeah.
And you take the Mexican cartel would go out of business like that. Think
Yeah.
of that. So
That's the big one. Yeah, well, that's the. But here's the thing. I read the book Chasing the Scream by
Yeah.
Great
I've read-
book.
yes.
They talk about that
Yes.
how like in London they would give people heroin, and then if you had someone if they had to go to a center and the heroin was clean, like there were way less deaths. But now the critique in America is like the
well, it's a cesspool. America did it wrong. Like Oregon and Seattle are just like a whole area of.
exactly. And it does give the harm reduction stuff a bad name because it's like if you just let people lay on the street and you're like, oh, here's needles. And then my friend Jared Klickstein was actually living in Skid Row for a while, and he said the problem was you like throw these guys in like an apartment, like, oh, here, we're gonna give you housing, and then they OD and die, and nobody finds them because they're by themselves. Rather, if they're outside,
But
people can at least discover them.
if both metrics were the same, legal and illegal, there's still the metric of the criminal elements out of it. And
Yeah,
we get
exactly.
the money that we can bring back in.
Yeah, that's true. And it's also, it loses a lot of the allure. It's like, if you're telling me if
Yes.
I got to go to like a professional office building to like go do heroin, I'm going to be like,
You're going to start to question it. You're going to think,
Yeah.
what am I doing?
what
Where's
the
my
fuck am I
life
doing?
going?
Yeah, what is it? What the fuck am I doing? It's not the thrill of like, you're getting it. It takes the rock and roll element out of it, which I think could work. And it always is a personal choice. It is like, it comes down to personal choice.
What I do with my head is my business. Can a government really tell me?
Yeah, well, apparently they told you. They sent you to jail for fucking
Fuck.
15 years. So, dude, you have a book. It's called Letters from Marion. I read it. I love the book, dude. I thought it was
Thank
great.
you.
Book was fantastic. It
You
kind
gave
of
me that shout out about the jack rag on another podcast.
Yes, I did. I did. Actually,
I parted it too.
dude, I'm glad. It's got to cross a weird threshold though for other prisoners to be like, "Yo, here's how you jerk off." Because I know in jail it's like,
Nikki at the third place. Yeah, Nikki told me. He started to tell me, and I thought he was fucking with me.
yeah,
And I'm like, but he's not gay. Sparky already got me stoned with all this weed. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to try it.
Right
and
on.
I did, and it was wicked.
And it was. And what was the technique again? You rolled the socks inside out.
So it's smooth, and then you're not actually like going up and down on the shaft. And it's hard. It's hard when you get a really big hard on, but you grab the shaft, and then that heat will create it, and then right at climax, boom, right on top and underneath.
Put some pressure on it.
It has an effect, man.
That's crazy.
I mean, like most
got you
don't
through.
guys know that?
Oh man, I don't know. I've never tried the sock and the fucking pressure play at the
So
end.
you turn it inside out and then you fold it over so it's a little tight, right? And you got to get a big sock. But no, it works. And then it's all contained. No spill, no
True.
fuss, no muss. You don't have to buy a cab ride home in the morning.
True. Got to
You
wash
know?
the sock. Yeah. Got to wash the sock.
Throw that fucker out.
Throw it out.
After like 6 or 8 uses.
What? Oh, so you still wash
Or
it between?
I'll rinse it. But not, I
Yeah,
don't
I
want to
see
put
what
it
you're
in the
saying.
machine.
Ah, true. You need to keep
You
it
know,
pure. Yeah, you need to keep
yeah.
it pure. I get that. True. You don't want all those chemicals on you. So you were telling me, this made me laugh a lot. So you go to trial. You took your case to trial. You fight it yourself, which, that is honorable. You go take your case to trial. And then you were sentenced, like you said. What was the first thing you did upon sentencing? You go back to the cell. What was your play?
So it was
You're 23 years old.
sobering experience. I went to that cell and I just started to think, what do I want to do? What am I going to do when I get out? Surfing, sushi. And then I'm like, somehow I got aroused,
Right on.
and the marshals were out of the office there. There's bars and I just fucking hit it. And I made myself come hard, dude. And then I'm like, get used to it, motherfucker, because that's all you got. And I think that's actually pretty good, like, to realization and just accepting this is what it is.
Dude, I mean,
And then who
yeah.
knows, maybe if I spent 151 months in there, I mean, I might have been getting my dick sucked. I don't fucking know. I don't think so. But after a certain amount of time, like, say if you're there for 30 fucking years, man.
I hear you.
You gotta be touched. Like, what the fuck?
Something's got to happen.
Yeah, or a guard. You get lucky with a
That'd be
female
huge.
prison guard.
That'd be huge. That would be very lucky.
So I don't know. I've never had to deal with that, but
So you never had it. That was your primary concern. You said going in, you didn't want to have to.
get raped, get my
Yeah.
asshole filled with cum. Can I
was-
say that?
You can say that, yeah. It's your journey.
No, man.
Dude, that's a real fucking fear. I'd be terrified, man, because you were down where in like Kentucky.
Yes. That trial was in Covington, Kentucky, 6th District. The first prison was like really low and normal, but as it progressed, and the thing is, the face of the medium security prisons at that time changed. So normal medium security in the 80s, you might have bank robbers, couple drug dealers. The average sentence was maybe 10 years. But now there was every other fucking guy at 30, 35 years, and they're young. So it was like, that was like a penitentiary and a medium. Cause like, if a dude's got 35 or 40 years and he's 25 and he's disrespected, like, what the fuck does he have to lose?
Exactly.
It's not like you have 8 or 10 and you got an out date and you're close,
Yeah.
right? So like the tensions were different.
And also, I did like that. I have to say, like, so you're there, that just being like, look, I've never tried sushi. I'm gonna get that when I get out. I'm gonna surf around the world when I get out, and then. Just like, and it is funny to like just jerk off, but there's something serious about that level of acceptance to be like, this is my situation. Because I feel like people in and out of jail struggle with that, of like just accepting your lot in life and just kind of like getting with the program rather than just constantly spinning yourself out.
Acceptance.
It's a big thing.
It was luck. I don't know how I look back. What the fuck?
And why you were wise. You were definitely at 22 to be like, all right, this is what it is pretty crazy. I wouldn't have
Thank
been able
you.
to take it. I would have been like, this is bullshit. There's no way. I would have been in total denial, I think.
When they arrested me, I thought to myself as they're driving me in the car, like I had the thought, I'm like, I know a motherfucker who's got a kilo of coke. I'm thinking in my head, and I'm like, no. And they brought me to the courthouse in this room with Christopher Bick and a couple other agents. And they said, you're going to spend the rest of you're going to spend all of your fucking 20s and probably most of your 30s in prison. This is the best part of your life. And they said, we won't even process you. Just tell us you'll cooperate and help us. And it can stop right now. And I said, take me to my cell. Fuck you. Which was the hardest fucking thing.
Damn.
Because I knew I'm not going to jail then.
Yeah.
They threw the 18 count indictment on my lap when they arrested me, which I thought, holy fuck, that means they convened a grand jury. They've been fucking following me, trying to catch me with shit, which they were. So, yeah, man, that was a wicked situation. Then I got out on bail for like 4 months, and then out on bail, I got in trouble. So they arrested me. I don't know if I put this in the book. And then I had to go back to Kentucky through the federal prison system. And then once I got to Kentucky, there was a mix up with getting the car. And then I got out again.
You did talk about
but
this, yeah.
I went through 6 or 7 prisons because the way the Marshal Service is like transfers you through. And then I went to this one in Oklahoma. Now they built a different one. But you actually went into a prison with like 6 tiers. And so I'm only have been arrested. And formally charged, but I have not been convicted or sentenced. So I saw, in that point, I saw what prison was.
Yeah, well, okay.
Like really what prison was.
Yeah, you got to get your shuffle. So I remember that in the book. You had to get yourself down to Kentucky to get like arraigned or whatever.
Yeah, because they arrested me in Milwaukee, but the indictment was out of Kentucky. So they arraigned me here. They gave me pretrial probation. They said, you got to show up in 3 weeks.
To Kentucky, and you couldn't get to Kentucky.
Right.
Right,
and then
I read that
like
in the
2
book.
days before, I called the marshals. They said, you got to get there. You got to get there. We're going to come arrest you. And then there was an issue with my getting a rental car. And then my brother wasn't going to let me use his car. And I fucked up.
Yeah. So they were pissed. So they had to literally transport you from Milwaukee down to.
But they don't go straight. You just
heard.
get in the system and you go around. And then it took me like 31 days, couple county jails. But it was the one in Oklahoma City. I can't remember the name of the federal prison, but like you would go to the chow hall and you'd mix with the prisoners, like the wick, and it's just like, I remember Gene Gotti was there, I believe, at the time, but it was like, holy fuck, man. Then I get to Kentucky. He gives me the bail. He's like, you can't fuck up. We're going to piss you, all that. He's like, but I'll see you. I don't know. The trial was in 4 or 5 months after that.
You had to just kick around Kentucky?
No, I went back to Milwaukee.
Okay.
But if that could have made anybody rat.
Yeah.
Because you see, like, this is going to be home.
Oh, you weren't even, I see what you're saying. You weren't even like a fully sentenced yet. And the thing that struck, I didn't know
I didn't even have the trial.
Exactly. So you got like a taste and you could have totally been like, bro, fuck this. I'm out. I did like the thing in the book where you talked about how they gave some people what was called diesel therapy. And they would just keep prisoners traveling just in perpetuity. That like
the diesel therapy.
Dude, that's fucking terrible.
Because you maybe shower every 2 days. You're constantly in chains, belly chains, and the leg irons. And then, like, if you file complaints, and I'm sure they do it to people that they want to break, like maybe Secret Service people they think are selling secrets or whatever, like some sort of thing. And then it's also a threat. Like, like if you go on diesel therapy, you're basically on a bus like 7 days a week and stopping off only every couple days, and like in the big tanks with people, you're eating bologna sandwiches. Like,
yeah, and you don't know anyone, so you're just getting shuffled, or you're a stranger.
No phone
everywhere.
calls, no mail.
It sucks, dude. I never heard of that before. You always hear about the hole. That's the big one. You get sent to the hole, but
the hole's the jail within the jail.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy,
It's
right?
super jail.
Yeah. The hole was pretty wicked. The thing is, like on the commissary slips, they sold at every single federal prison, they sold raw garlic. And when you went to the hole, there were certain things on the commissary they wouldn't let you buy. But you could always buy raw garlic.
Really?
Cloves. And like for the whole entire time, every single day, I'd eat 2 to 4 cloves every day. I just wanted to do it.
Yeah, it probably kept like infections at bay, and 'cause getting sick in jail would fucking no one ever thinks about getting sick in jail.
It's the thing. The light sicknesses you're gonna kind of get poo-pooed, but like if something's real serious, they take, because it's the feds, they will take you right out to the hospital.
Oh, that's cool.
But
Well, my friend was in county jail, and that's the thing people don't know too. Apparently, county jail is the worst. Exactly, that's what I've heard.
Cesspool wickedness.
It sucks. My friend was there, and he was an older guy, and he was in the county jail.
It's dirty. There's no
filthy.
regulation.
He was there during COVID, and he said the guards were so like whacked out about interacting with the prisoners that he was like, they didn't come check on you at all, and the heaters were fucked up. So he was like, it was freezing cold.
It always is, and the air is recirculated. So you're getting dandruff.
Yeah, he was like, it's freezing cold, and he was like, I'm an older guy. He had health issues. He's like, if I had a health complication, I would have died because like there was like a bell or a button they could ring to like get people to come, and he's like, they would all ring it. Nobody like for 8 hours a night that people just wouldn't show up because they were like, we don't want the guards were like, we don't want to be around the fucking prison,
Right, because even if you're federal holdover in a county jail, you don't get the federal, like if you were in a federal prison. There's just like you're in the county, that's it.
You would think the county would be the nicer one because it's lesser. Well, at least you can be waiting to trial, but it's like usually if you get like a DUI, you think the conditions would be nicer to go serve a DUI sentence than like
It's got to be the worst
running a
place in
pyramid
the
scheme.
It's a pyramid scheme.
No, I'm saying like if you did like a high level crime, you get better jail conditions. Basically, you get to federal prison.
No,
versus, like,
well, once you get there,
yeah, true. But it was that just shocked me because my friend went and I was always kind of like, oh, you would think like federal prison's like worse than the county, but it's like he was like, no, it's actually way better. He's like,
oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So,
Yes,
but either way,
definitely.
so once you were there. And in the book, you move around a lot, and also there was.
Doesn't it come together at the end though?
I like it.
Did.
Yeah, I like it. You did it. You did a good job of like chronological leaps because it's like you're talking about your one time period, like I'm waiting trial, and then like you're jumping to like being released and the stuff you were doing after that, and then back. And I thought that's you pulled it off. The chronological jumps.
Thank you.
Pulled it off. The letters were. So what was your thought? Because within the book,
It's too many.
Well, here's the thing. I think they were fine, but you gave a pretty serious glimpse into like the psyche of an incarcerated, young.
Some
person.
of it was a little too deep.
I loved it. I thought it was great. But like the best is when you sent a letter to your brother being like, "I'm gonna fucking destroy you when I get out of here. I'm so jacked." I was that made me literally laugh out loud in my bed. I was reading that. I'm like, what a funny fucking thing just to be in jail. Be like, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass when I get out of here. I'll be so strong. Which I'm sure you're fucking around with your brother, but it was like, yeah, the letters did like the story. Was flowing. The letters like they really gave it some kind of like some weight to it, man. It was like some of those letters were like,
thank you,
kind of dark in a good way. I thought it was cool because it was. You didn't. Here's my thing. You didn't have to put those in there, and you did, and you really showed, kind of an unfiltered like view of how you were, and it was cool. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, I wanted to do the envelopes to prove I was there, and then Hillary wanted me to type the letter out, but then I'm like.
No,
that means it could be edited. If this letter, this is it. Like you can't change that.
So with the letters, there was I didn't know what you were talking about. You were asking your mom for photos. What was the photo?
Oh, for Playboy.
What?
My parents met at Playboy, and she posted
that I heard. Yeah,
photo.
that I knew.
Yeah.
So what did you want the photo for?
Just to have. I don't know. No, so there's. We would see the photos like when we were little, and so they weren't all
They're
naked
not nude.
photos.
Yeah, obviously,
They're not all nude, but she has a couple, and then on the back it says Playboy Studios. But I think I had a bet or something with someone or some reason ulterior. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
but I
for
got
sure.
the picture and I showed. I said, "Look, Playboy Studio."
Yeah, that was the
I
one.
think it was a bet.
That was a letter I saw in there. There's no context on the letter, so I kind of looked it up and I was like, okay, that's what I thought it was. You wanted the Playboy photos for a bet. You never said that in the book. So
No.
when you're reading it, you're going, this is a freaky ass bull, dude.
In prison, I'm going to be jacking off to my mother.
I would never say that. I would never say that.
No, but you're right. That's a reasonable thought. How fucked up does this dude get? He's jacking off to his mother. Oh my God.
I'd never say so. God damn, it just made me laugh because I was reading the book and I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about, these photos? And that makes sense. You had a bet with somebody. They didn't believe you.
No. Gary. I'm pretty sure it was Gary.
He didn't believe
It might
you.
not have been a bet. It might have just been, look, I want hey, my parents met at Playboy. Check this out.
Yeah, that was an interesting story too. That was so how did that go down?
I think it happened on Lake Parkway at the mansion, Hugh Hefner's mansion. My dad collected money.
Mm-hmm.
He worked in the credit department. My mom worked in some area where like you're just kind of the traditional whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then they met at the party. And then they married. I think they married in 1963, November 22nd, the day John Kennedy was shot. And I think they met in 1961, but they both worked at Playboy. And then Pompeo Posar was a big staff photographer, just hounded the shit out of my mother until she relented to pose. So, but the rest of the story, which I've never told anyone, probably never happened in the history of Playboy. So she posed. They picked her for centerfold. Everything was set, typeset and everything, and she fucking freaked out.
And she was like, take it out. I don't want to do it.
She's like, no. But she still stayed working there for another year and a half. But they said, no one's ever done this. Like, said no.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I can't do it. She was sort of traditional Italian,
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Catholic.
Especially back
But
then.
it's 60.
Especially back then. Like,
Two.
people now wouldn't care because people have like OnlyFans and shit. But like, yeah, back then that was a big deal.
She was old fashioned like that. Pull the chair out, like just.
So what was the thinking though? Why? I guess if you're in the environment, you get kind of. They do that at strip clubs a lot too. They'll take the bartenders and they'll be like, "Yeah, you should get up there." It's just when you're in that environment, they're probably just kind of pushing you.
Well, she was super fine.
Really?
She was extremely fine. Yeah, no, unbelievable. Like, okay, I had a party at the Lake Estate. The Super Bowl was February 4th, and my friend was there, and my mom came into the kitchen, and so I don't know, 40. My mom's 65 probably. And now she's my mom, so like but petite and perfect.
You were cursed with a hot mom.
So she leaves the kitchen and Bob's there. It's probably 5 years my elder. He's like, dude, your sister is so fine. Can I get her? Can I call her? And I said, it's my mom. And he's just like, oh, wait, he walked out. Like that's who she was. But she wasn't like, what's the word? Like she didn't act like she was, but she was.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it like growing up with like a hot mom, basically?
How could I know the difference?
What do you mean? Oh yeah,
You know what I
can't
mean?
say. Yeah, I always wondered what that was
looking
like.
back, like the way people reacted to her and would talk to her, like when we would travel, like they were very attracted to her. I don't know. It probably helped me. I mean, if am I ugly?
No, you're looking guy, dude.
I think she might have been able to do a lot better than my dad, though, right?
Yeah. So what was in the book? You include some stuff like you guys had a rocky relationship, and then he just died.
Yeah. So
How was that? Because you go into it's kind of jarring because I read it. It's like you guys have this
It's almost
physical
unbelievable.
altercation,
Yeah.
and then he dies that day.
So a week before he died, maybe 2 weeks, we were at the dining room table, and I'm like, dude, I think something's wrong with you. I think you're going to die. I've been having these dreams. It happened with my grandmother. He said, I'm fine. I had the cholesterol check. Everything's good. Then the day before, so what was it, October 15th, 1989? 1988. Because the first time I took LSD was a year later on that date, unbeknownst to me. And so we got in a fight over something. The cakes went flying.
Oh, it was like a birthday.
Someone's cakes, was it my mother's? Someone had a birthday coming, and then so we had the fight, and I ran out of the house, and I was kind of a fuck up. I got this new job, and then at the job, I started to panic and freak out. They trained me, and I said, I got to go home. Something's wrong. And then he died right in my arms.
Damn, that's crazy.
Which is fucked up.
Yeah, and you were, early 20s. It's got to be a pretty heavy experience.
No, 20.
Or 20 years
19.
old. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe I was 21. 69, 89, 88, 19.
Okay. Damn, that's pretty wild. Yeah, that was just like a quick thing mentioned in the book, but I was like, that's kind of.
But then what happened in Marion, in the world, like in nature, there's no wasted energy. And if you live to be 80, you've had 6 years of dreams.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Right. And so once I got to Marion, from this very first day to the day I left, every single night I'd dream and we'd meet and we'd talk and we'd get it out.
That's cool.
Every fucking day. So I made peace with it somehow. But yeah, there was a rocky relationship. I mean, my dad suffered from PTSD. He fought in a war. I don't know if because you mentioned it when you did your thing about hitting a kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Is that really the way? So 5 or 6 year old boy, that's, it didn't happen all the time, but it happened enough to where it's significant, right? But it doesn't have to define who I am today.
For sure, yeah.
So I don't know. Does that answer your question?
No, yeah, that does. It was like a heavier moment, and I thought this was kind of interesting too in the book. This was kind of like the crux of the tale was like, you're in jail, and you're kind of having a good time. You're, selling a little black tar heroin. I was
finance my weed. Oh my God. That's just the hypocrisy of it, right? Like we're going to keep this shit illegal?
I know.
What the fuck?
It is crazy. But for me, it was crazy that you just tried heroin and were like, man, that was cool.
I said the whole thing with drawing the needle back and the blood coming in.
Was that like creepy as fuck doing that? Like I don't like needles at all. That's why.
No, it was creepy as fuck. And the thing is, it just felt like I was really stoned. So I'm like, why would I want to do this other than smoke pot?
Yeah.
Because then I'm getting physically addicted. I'll be sucking dick to get more or whatever.
For sure.
Like,
yeah. So it wasn't this like otherworldly.
Oh, that's the thing. That's it. That's the other thing. When I jacked off in this thing, that's the third thing. So when I was out, that was very significant. So when I was there, I said sushi, surfing, and when I was out selling LSD, they thought you were an alcoholic or doing coke or heroin, you could not get the good LSD. You were done. And they always trained you for safety first. And it's like they knew, they could see in my soul, this motherfucker will not rat. Somehow they saw that. And when I jacked off, I said, I'm going to fucking try once. I want to just try it. I want to stick a needle in my arm and I'm going to try heroin.
Was that because of Jerry Garcia was he like into heroin then, or that was until like the 90s?
I don't know the whole history. He was in it, probably from the beginning, but when he got addicted, it was definitely in the 90s. Bad, really bad. And then he went to the Forest Knolls or Serenity Knolls and then he died. I don't know if it's because of that, but it was no, it wasn't because of that. Because the people that do heroin and coke and are alcoholic, they're not thinking safety first. Right. And then they bring that heat on. People, because they're in the circles of the heavier drugs, where LSD was very clandestine.
Yeah.
So
okay. That makes sense. So that was part of your thing. Like I'm going to try heroin too once. Now I can do it.
Yeah. That was the 3 things I promised myself.
You were getting crushed by the corporate lifestyle of selling LSD. So you're like, I'm going to.
I was always to get to the next show. Like, because if you went broke, you could sell grilled cheese and beer and make $600 or $800, buy 20 or 30 sheets, go to some city for 2 weeks with someone that you just met or they know the city, and then make $4,000 or $5,000 and you're good for like the whole tour. Yeah. $2 or $3 grand in the 80s on tour, it was like, you're set.
True.
And you got 3 or 4 guys in the car, but like, there's always was the juxtaposition. It's like, I'm risking my fucking life for a little bit of money, even though I believe in it. Like, so that was the dichotomy of wickedness.
How fun was that? Just being, a younger.
That was amazing.
Basically, just following around the Grateful Dead.
It was beautiful because like those people accepted me. It was like a family, and it was just like love. The scene in the parking lot when I went to the first show was unbelievable. Like it just was what was missing at home.
That makes sense.
And it was beautiful. But no, it wasn't like I was in fear because I've sold very little drugs at a show. I would meet people and like make things happen, but it wasn't like I was out there, doses, mushrooms, this,
you
that.
You weren't really getting after it like that.
And you didn't have to, because you could do grilled cheese and beer and do fine and make money. And then, the acid connects. And then like these people who did the LSD, like we'll just say Rainbow, the Vesuvian Man?
Yeah.
So one side had that, and then the one side was surfing hippie ladies. And then the sheet is 1,000 hits, which is like maybe a 7x10. And then 10 of those is like accordion. So that's 1 gram of LSD, which looks just like a gram of cocaine. And then they would pay someone to batik those sheets with each square of 100 hits would have the Vitruvian Man from, what's his name? An astronaut.
Da Vinci.
Yeah, Da Vinci. And the other side would be the surfing hippie ladies. But that piece of paper was like artwork. You could not counterfeit that.
That makes
so
sense,
if I saw one of those sheets on the lot, I'm like, all right, Rainbow is here. I'm going to search them out. Like I know I can get, and then they would front me anything, but I would never, they would front me 10 grams, which is 100,000 hits. But I would like, what am I going to do with it? And they would train me. Like, if you ever think there's heat around the corner, like throw that shit away. You just have to stay safe. Like one time we did a 10 strip and like, they were just with me. when they met me. And
You took 10 hits, you're saying?
yeah, and they could tell somewhat. However they told, they could tell. But like I was in,
Damn.
I was in.
What was that like when you like that was your first experience? Was that your first experience with LSD?
No, the first one was the year anniversary of my dad's death. I was with new friends that I met, and we were in the show. They were blue unicorns, and there were lights like this on the ceiling, and we just kept eating the LSD because I'm like, I don't think it's real. I don't think it's real. It was her second time, and then I don't know. I probably got to 8 or 9, and then all of a sudden we're like, this is real. But then we just spent the next 15 hours together. We were at the show. It was the most beautiful, lovely experience. Like you were just in the moment. It's hard to explain in words. Mm-hmm. But that was a beautiful trip. But the time I took the 10 was Northern California. And like you could sleep. I mean, pure good LSD is not, I don't think it's really harmful unless you have something psychologically that's really impending you, and or the precursor to the trip. Like if you just got in a wicked fight with your ex-wife and she's taking the kids and you got to double the alimony, and then that might be bad.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you were saying in the book too, these people who were like, there was only a few people who were able to somehow secure the ingredients necessary to make LSD, because it is hard. I knew a guy in a lab, and he could make almost anything, but he's like, I can't make LSD.
Ergotamine tartrate. No, it's a substantial amount of glassware, and it's not just some bathtub shit to get pure LSD 25. It took some time. And so the other thing is like, and you're not just going to you're going to end up with millions and millions a hit with a batch, So it's like, you're going to have a lot. But those people that I met, they never were about bling bling. They were specific to safety first and wanting to bring about radical social change. And when I was in prison, I met people from Caracas and all down South America, these big, huge coke dealers. And this one dude, I remember his face, I can't think of his name. And he sort of made me start to think even more about it, because he said, like, when the LSD came and he knew about Owsley, he knew all this stuff about like the scene, but he was like this wicked cocaine dealer, but he was so smart. And he said, when that LSD came in, it's when people were rioting in the government and we wanted to overthrow things. And he's like, that stuff brought about radical social change. So it makes sense that the government wanted it illegal, but who knows why? Maybe they found some true serum way to like make people. Yeah, they didn't want Russia to get it, but they did a lot of stuff with alcoholism too.
Yeah, that was a big thing for AA. I think LSD.
Bill wanted it everywhere.
Yeah.
And then at the Jefferson in the 50s, they did, when I was in prison, they had a show with Barbara Walter on LSD, and the whole was sentencing and everything. And so in the 50s, they did this thing where they would take alcoholics, non-AA, they take them on one bad trip, seriously bad, and show them everything they did wrong, and they filmed it. And then on Barbara Walter's Inside Federal Prison, they had like the dude's daughters or sons, and they're like 70 or 80. And they said the LSD saved our lives. Like our dad or mom never took another drink. They completely changed them.
Damn.
So that was a small study.
How much? Do you think how much they were giving them? They were probably back then. Too,
I think it was they showed it was 1,000 mics. They showed that it was from Santos. They called it Dicelin or something like that, and they would give them 1,000 mics. But they literally would take them on a horrendously negative trip the whole entire time in a thing with doctors and like.
Well, it's weird too because
and then it would infect them forever till they died.
Dude. I mean, imagine again in the 50s, like LSD, like I grew up hearing about it. You have like a context for what it is, like it's like it's like hippie stuff and
jumping out the window, you're gonna die.
Yeah, or even being like say I was following like fish, and if I was a kid, I would have been like, yeah, it's like weed. It's like you get high. But in the 50s, if someone just hit you with 10 hits of LSD in a lab and like, get your fucking life together, I'd be like, ah!
I always thought it was going to make you go crazy. I mean, I didn't take LSD till I was 1989, 20 was the first time. And so I had a few times at shows I would buy a sheet or two from someone I didn't know, and I just would sell it at high school. I'd say, is this real? and I did mushrooms a couple times, but like, even though I thought I was a free thinker, there was like, you know, you're going to take it and you're going to want to fly and jump out a window, like somewhere that got started. Cause that was always in my head, but it wasn't that dangerous, but I don't know if it's for everyone.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But I think that if a big slice, like if you go to Gaza, right, then Terrence McKenna would go all the way to group sex, but he's like, you get both sides, Palestine, the Jews, and let's all take some LSD and sit in a room. I guarantee you they're going to fucking figure it out. Yeah. And they might start fucking each other.
That'd be sick.
Right?
That'd be sick.
I mean, the peace on earth, man. Yeah, I know. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like it could, you know, do that. It is unfortunate because I like you were saying, it's not for everybody. And I have seen people who abuse it kind of lose it. Like
LSD?
Yes.
So I've never seen that. I believe it,
but I think you have to have underlying stuff already kind of kicking around.
Abused it like daily?
They were just there was like every weekend, just boom, like and like constantly. As you said in your book, you didn't take it
less than a dozen times because it's so profound. What do you need?
These guys were every weekend the nitrous. They were just partying with it, and I remember.
Wow,
I see the one guy. I was in a grocery store, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man?" He was working there. I'm like, "How you doing?" Dude, he cornered me. He's like, I'm fighting a battle against light and darkness. And I was like, oh, boy. I was like, all right, bro. I was like, you know, I'm going to grab my stuff and get out of here. But it was, yeah, I remember this guy. But again, it could have been just like underlying stuff. Because that is like, you know, if you take a person who already has, even if like, you know, they could have like had a job and just been a little weird or whatever. But it's like, if you really kind of ramp that shit up and it's like, you don't give them any kind of like way to work through all that stuff. It's like, yeah,
no, you're right.
It makes sense. You would lose your fucking mind.
Because you have psych now. What is that?
That was I'm still trying to figure out how to do it. I have an idea with what I want to do, but I got obsessed. So I've always liked psychology. So I've always liked psychology. And then I went to school for social work to get my master's. And
yes.
I wanted to start something like AA that's just not centered around drugs where you can kind of get people.
Anything.
Yes. Who are like, I could talk to people who are, you know, like PhDs or whatever and have them help me come up with some sort of program that could be peer led around like just mental health stuff in general. That way, like if you can't afford a therapist, you could still have like a group that's like, it's not like therapy per se, but it would be using
sharing
the tools, yeah, like that. These people, like these PhD level people, make up, and like how do you kind of disseminate them in a way that like it could be done in like a peer to peer thing. So that's my goal, and I'm still now looking for therapists now because I want to just salary a couple therapists now that I can to just kind of like run groups and like kind of like curate the whole like online space.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's for.
How did you get that name?
I made it up. Psych, no, I don't know. It sounded funny because you know, but yeah. So that is my goal because you know we do need to figure something out collectively because this isn't, you know, it's clearly not working, dude. It's like the fact that we're immune to like kids shooting kids in school now. It's like it happens enough to where it's like, all right, dude. We need to organize ourselves mentally a different way. We're organized around, you know, one thing right now, and it's not really
money.
Not working. Yeah, pretty much, and it's like it's good. I don't hate money, but it's like it's clearly something's getting fucked up, and it's like I really feel like as human beings, you know, we're organisms, and like we're not. It's hard for people to wrap their head around the fact for everybody that they're not like the most important person in the world. Because as an organism, if you think about organisms,
cells, we're all a cell.
Yeah, well, if you're an organism and you sense an organism that's bigger than you, that's a threat to your life. You know what I mean? Because if you're an animal, just say you're an animal. If you're an animal and if you're a wolf and you see a bigger wolf, that wolf could very well kill you, and that sets off a chain of reactions. But human beings, our sense of like largeness is kind of abstract. So if you perceive somebody's bigger than you in some sense, it can set off like a very real chain of biological events that can color your thinking and behavior. And it's like no one really thinks about that, but it's like something people have to come to grips with. But whatever. But yeah. So that's. I don't know, man. I think we could have a good time up here on Earth, but it's, you know, it sucks for everybody. It's kind of shitty.
Is it the human condition?
I think so.
We're stuck. The iPhone.
Yeah,
I got an iPhone in April or May. I had a flip phone from 2013. I shut off my iPhone too. Mm-hmm. Dude, that motherfucker is worse than bad cocaine.
Yeah, dude. I'm coming to grips with how addicted I am to my phone, and it's like it's bad, man. I got my screen time down to like. I think like 3 hours, and I think this week I should be hitting 2, but it's like, dude, it's such an addiction.
But you need it for your business, right?
Yeah, I do, but it's like I could use it in a way where I'm not like pulling it out, being like, let me see if anyone. And I'm just
every
like,
2 hours, they're just
Well, the
allowed it.
worst part is with social media, you're addicted to is yourself. You're like you've commodified your personality.
How many likes?
You're checking
How
your
much
numbers.
money?
Yeah, now you have like it's like very real, quantitative data on like your personality, and so of course there's an addictive component to the phone, but like nothing's more addictive than yourself and like your insecurities and checking on all that. And I think that's what ties a lot of people to it.
And the kids now that they're like, if I don't have likes, this whole idea of
it sucks.
shootings.
Yeah, so that's but either way, so yeah, I kind of agree. Something needs to happen, but it's one of those things where it's like when people try to push the pedal, like I got the solution and push the pedal. Usually, it's just 10 times worse. So I don't know. I'll be curious to see what happens with people. But either way, so dude, okay, so this is what else did I want to ask you about? So this is the thing that I thought was crazy. So you're kicking around different prisons.
6.
Yeah, you're 6
I
different
didn't
prisons.
adjust well. Who does, right?
True, but you're kicking around. Things are going well. You've got some hustles going on, and then
Always hustle.
You have the altercation with the guard, and this was the thing I thought the craziest part of the book. You have the altercation with the guard.
If you said that name in a disrespectful way, the Aryan Brotherhood would have killed you.
What do you mean?
Wait, which guard you're talking
The
about?
guard who sent you to Marion.
Oh, that guy, the lieutenant. Okay, no.
What guard are you talking about?
And when I said, I'll do you like Tommy
Dude,
Silverstein.
that was crazy.
That's
So-
like ridiculous.
Okay.
Oh, no, the black lieutenant, though. That really was the chain of events to get me there.
This was I thought it was kind of nuts. So you're in jail, things are going well, whatever. This black lieutenant takes your bag. You guys get into an altercation. So
He called me a hippie rat.
He did.
He threw me down. He called me a hippie rat, and I called him a really fucked up name. I don't want to
It's
say
all right.
it.
You don't have to.
So, but the whole yard saw that.
Yes. And he had to
And
do
I
something.
never ratted, but he knew that. He knew
Oh,
I
I
was
didn't realize that. He said that to you in front of all the other prisoners, which is kind of a death sentence.
He's like, well, because when I came to that prison, he wanted the bag.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to get that bag. I know you faked that property slip.
And your friend stitched it for you. It was like a nice, it was like your prized possession.
James Irving, yeah. So that was the third prison I was in with it. And then I'm coming out of chow to go to the yard, and he's just, give me that bag, you hippie rat. And I yanked it back just out of reaction. He body slammed me. He's like 6'4", 6'5", 250, 260, huge lieutenant. I mean, he's running it. And he's like, you fucking hippie rat. And I'm like, oh, fuck. But he knew, when you come in, they know who's ratted, who didn't rat, who might have to be in PC or not. So he knew that he was pushing my buttons. But anyway.
Yeah, so the thing I thought that was wild was like that incident kind of aligned itself with the crack laws, where it was like they reduced the sentences on powder cocaine, didn't reduce the sentences on crack cocaine. So then there were these like racial riots in the jail. And then that
was the first one out of 12 to riot. That's really significant.
12 prisons around the country. Like,
Yeah.
And like, dude, the extent of the damage was crazy. Like the bill you were saying,
Did you see the report?
No, what was the report?
I have the whole riot report. Well, now I got to re-put it back up on my new website, but it's a report from the Justice Department. It shows like all the prisons that rioted, what was burned down to the ground, and they said that the instigator was Talladega, Alabama, and they charged me with leading it, which was the lieutenant.
That was
like
a crazy thing.
Yeah.
Well, it was really like a racially inspired riot, because it was like black guys were going to jail for crack, for the most part, white guys are going to jail for coke,
and at methamphetamine and LSD. They changed all those three.
Oh, okay. So
It was three.
Yeah. So the black guys were understandably kind of pissed. So they rioted.
It's the same drug.
I know. And then that lieutenant was like, "Oh yeah, this guy instigated the riot." So you went from just like prison to then having to go to Supermax prison based on really just a beef you had with the lieutenant, which is fucking crazy.
Crazy. Yeah. There's 22 or 23 black guys and me. And then after the riot, when they did the hearings, everybody in the prison got in wicked trouble. But no one got sent to Marion but just us 23.
And Marion, can you just explain what Marion is? Because I didn't know what it was before I read the book.
Supermax Federal Prison opened up in 63 after Alcatraz closed. There was a control unit. And then in 1983, Tommy Silverstein and Clayton Fontaine killed 2 prison guards in the control unit, which was the supermax of supermaxes. And then as a result of that, they made all of Marion the control unit, and they called it the Marion model. So that was the most secure, heinous 23-hour lockdown ever fucking conceived. And man, And then like 2006, they decommissioned it, and then the 80X opened. But in the 1990s was like 385 of the most sophisticated, predacious motherfuckers on planet Earth, man, and me. What the fuck,
And
dude?
it was
Long hair.
23-hour lockdown, 1 hour outside a day.
Yeah, and you had bars. So that's actually was a saving grace, because if you're laying in your cell, single cells, you're looking out, and you see the big tall windows. Whereas if you imagined it was like a door, like in the 80X, and some days they might give us 90 minutes.
Damn, and you were
but that,
saying in the thing that really kind of like I thought was nuts in the other prison during the riots, you were like about to go to the yard to work out, and you were like.
It was weird.
Let me go back to my room. And you were saying the yard itself was just like an apocalyptic battle of like dudes getting raped, people getting their heads smashed.
When I went to Marion, my neighbor told me a story of Dean, who went out on the yard because he said that after the riots, they both got transferred to this other prison. Then T came to Marion, and then he didn't know that what you just said that I put in the book, but he told me what happened out on the yard. And he said Dean was almost dead. Like he was beat so bad, like his head caved in, like he was alive, but just like not doing really good, even after like months of like he was that fucked up. But then in the unit you walk in and it was just a jungle. But like we were all together. They were breaking the machines. We were trying to break down the door to where all the records were, because all the official records were still like physical. These guys who had all the crack law guys wanted to burn them.
Understandable.
Because I only have a year.
Damn.
No, they would have said.
I know that. I'm saying I know that'd been crazy taking that down. And that book I taught, and in the book You Can't Win by Jack Black, that like he's like a burglar or whatever in the early 1900s. He ends up finally in a jail in California. I think in was it Folsom? Maybe it was Folsom. I don't know where it was, but he either way there was an earthquake and all of the records for all the prisoners got destroyed in like a fire or something, and he ended up getting stuck because he couldn't get out. You couldn't go in or out because he was already there, so he couldn't prove like he did enough time. But he eventually did get out. But yeah, that's damn. If only those guys had grabbed the records, that'd have been so sweet.
When they toured us out of the, because I didn't see everything that happened. Once they locked us down, we were in that unit for 8, 9, 10, 12, 13 days before we left for Marion. But when they took us all out to go to Marion, the one building was burnt to the ground and another building was halfway burnt down. And then when we were in there, we could hear bulldozers and shit, but you didn't really know what's happened. But I'm like, where the whole housing unit was, it was gone. It's like, fuck. I mean, you could smell smoke, but you just didn't know how bad it was.
Yeah, you got to see the damage.
Before they took our radios, we would hear on like that one dude, I can't remember that guy who would always come on in the morning. It was national radio show, but he had started to say about all these other prisons that rioted.
Mm-hmm. He said all the other ones, and they kind of try to suppress that. Yeah, I remember reading that, how they were trying to act like, nah, we're good. And then didn't other ones like say there was stuff just so that they could clamp down and get overtime and all that?
Exactly. That was in the report too.
Yeah.
There were some that did that. And the funny thing is, the ones that, here's the thing, what I talked about earlier, the medium security prisons were the ones where the most violence in buildings being burnt happened, because these guys it's a consensual crime. I sell you something. I know it's illegal. All right, I did do the crime, do the time, but it's like I could have raped, I could have robbed you, I could have stolen so much more money and gotten less time. Like, it's not fair and equal justice.
That was always my thing. It's like the prison law should be according to who would you rather have as your neighbor, right?
Yeah.
Would I rather have a guy who sold coke or a pedophile? It's like, all right, a pedophile should do longer time than a guy who sells coke, because it's like that's who I'd rather live next to if I had to choose. Or if I didn't have a choice, it would be like, it should be, people should be sentenced accordingly.
Did you ever look at when you moved to a new neighborhood, the federal sex offender registry?
I check it all the time.
It's unbelievable map, and you could just hover, you see who they are, what their crime is, are they on probation?
And there's
what a tool.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
And there's a lot of them, man. I did it when I lived in Philly, and I was shocked. There was a decent amount. And I think they had them all in one house. They were all in like this one house, like 4 blocks away. And I don't know if they just like some landlord struck.
That might be my next play. Free prison.
What do you mean?
Free, because the state, there's a demand. Where are you going to put them when they come out?
Right, yeah.
And maybe like there's just, I don't know, like the greed makes me think about it. but like if you could find a place for them to live, you're gonna have you'll be able to rent the unit out every time.
Oh, you're talking about like pedophiles specifically, or just
Yeah,
prison? Yeah,
no,
I mean,
pedophiles.
you should. Yeah, there's
What are we gonna do with them? Where are we gonna put them? And the thing is, I don't know if it's an addiction. I want to think it is, but like those guys should never come out ever.
yeah, they should have to. You should like you
Ever.
Said, they should be there. There's a documentary to watch where it's called Pervert Park. It's a really rough watch, but they have like a trailer park in Florida, and they're just like gated community. It's like they just all live in here, and people just fucking beer bottles over at them.
Okay, so they're contained then. At least they know where they are.
But dude, not like so. I used to get housing for people when I went to school for social work. One of my jobs was to get housing for prisoners. So you get out of jail, I would do a little interview and be like, hey, and I'd have to get like, what is the nature of your crime? But it was just like selling drugs and stuff. And then the lady who ran it didn't tell me she had opened up to pedophiles, because that was one of my. I would like break the ice, because I didn't like being like, hey, what'd you go to jail for? So I'd be like, hey, I have to ask you this. As long as you're not like a pedophile, whatever, don't worry. And they would always be like, motherfucker, I'm not a fucking pedophile. I'm like, And then one day the guy was like, well, I actually am. And I was like, what? And then they were like, yeah. And I talked to my boss. I'm like, what the fuck? And she was like, yeah, I decided to start taking pedophiles. So we got to find them housing too. And I was like, okay. But
what year?
This was only like, this would have been 2019, 2018, around then. My thing was like, I didn't want to, and I would call their probation officers, because I would be like, isn't there laws? These guys can't be. I can't like throw this guy into Best Buy. Like there's kids around there.
No, there's the 1,000 feet or whatever.
That's what
by
I
a
thought.
school and
Dude,
all that. I
but
think there is.
That's what I thought it was, man. But this person, it was kind of like leading the thing. As far as I remember, was kind of like, no, they're fine. They have rights. And I called the guy's probation officer. I'm like, this guy can't work here, Kenny. The probation officer was like, fuck no. And I was like, yeah, I didn't think so. So it was weird. I remember ending up telling the lady, I was like, I
don't ask, don't tell. We got to get rid of them.
I was like, bro, I'm not sending this guy, into apartment buildings. I don't know. So it was I just told her, like, I don't,
The stigma seems less now for ex-drug dealers.
It does. Those guys.
Pot's legal. I mean, if you went to jail for weed, how could that even?
I got those guys' houses pretty easily, because I would just cold call landlords and be like, hey, I got this great deal, 6 month upfront paid rent. And they'd be like, well, what is it? What is it? And I'd be like, here's the catch. And then they would go, oh, come on, man. I'd be like, dude, they're not like fucking pedophiles. They just sold drugs. Like, come on. The 6 months is paid up
People
front.
pay their rent. Who cares?
And then, so they were cool about that. But once she tried to have me find like the pedophile, and I had to tell her, like, look, I'm not the guy to help these guys.
Because now they're going to,
not even. Yeah, then you're gonna fuck up all these other guys' housing, and it's also like I remember the one dude would call me, the guy who was on my caseload who had that kind of stuff, and he would just be like, "Hey, I'm outside." In my head, like, I wouldn't even be there, and I'd be like, "I don't give a fuck." He's like, "It's raining," and I'd be like, "Tough." So I'm like, "There's got to be someone who can help that guy." So they do need help from somebody, but it was like, I can't do it, man. I couldn't do it.
Like you just build like a 600 unit spot, like, and they're all there. Where are they gonna go?
Dude, it's a weird thing to do. And they just kind of like hush and quietly tuck them in a neighborhood and like, hey, here's the guys here. And it's like, it's fucked up, man. It's really fucked up.
And then when you do the real estate transaction, you got to say, about the sex offender registry. Like you have to check that box. Mm-hmm. Because it's like if someone moved into your neighborhood and they were that, it's going to devalue everything.
Yep, it's that. Those guys have a hard time.
They never seem to be able to break free.
No,
it's not like you sold LSD, you went to prison, you never sold it again.
Exactly. Even if you did, whatever.
Well, I did flood Marion with it.
Did you really?
Last time.
What? How'd you do that? So yeah, you were in the
No, I did. I set it up. I don't want to say his name.
Oh, I remember this because you were pissed when you got. Was that correct?
I don't think I put it in the book, but maybe I put it in the book. I don't think it's 2015 I got out. No, that would have been after the statute of limitations. So I set it up. I said to my friend, I said, listen, I don't know if I'm going to do this, but if you get a letter that's like this from this place, this is where the LSD will be. So I drove. I was on federal. All this shit's past its 5 years statute of limitations. The only way that they can extend it is if they ask a court, and then they have to notify you.
It's just all entertainment anyway, dude.
So, right. And so I got it. I got the liquid. I put it on the paper. I wrote this letter with gloves on and with my left hand, the envelope. And I drove past Marion. Mm-hmm. Way down south through Illinois and then into that state that's right the east, either Tennessee or Kentucky, and then just went to a mailbox with a stamp and just put it in. So then it had that thing, right? And then he acknowledged it in a very with a future letter. He didn't say
anything,
but and then I never wrote him back again.
That's
but
cool, guy.
I had to do it as one last act of defiance. Like, just I had to do it. And the thing is, like, they could have come to me and said he got caught with it. You sent it. There was no fucking trace. I didn't have a cell phone. It's not like they knew I drove there. I didn't get pulled over. There was there's no way.
And it just ran right through there. That must have been wild.
The
dude.
thing is, like, I did a line of coke one time in prison, and like smoking weed, it was hard to get used to. When James first got me stoned, I was crying in my bunk because it's just the horror of what, dude.
That must have been terrible getting that high in jail.
Twice there was acid and I didn't take it, but one time this guy gave me this line of coke, ether based, just wicked, just so high. But then coming down off that, dude, was like, not that you wanted more, but you're like, I'm in fucking prison.
Ugh.
Dude, that's a hard fucking reality. So
What was it like
taking
being
acid,
Yeah.
Herb got 4 or 5 hits. Each was 200 mics. And he asked me for like a week, not to push me, but he said, because he's like, we're all going to take this, but there's one for you. And then he kept coming to the chow and saying, are you sure? Because he's like, I'll probably never get this again. Mm-hmm. And then I remember when they took it, they had a great time. But I just thought if I took that in jail, like 8 or 10 hours of tripping in prison, I don't know, man.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't.
I have a friend who smoked K2 in jail, like the synthetic weed.
Yep.
And he said and this guy was doing.
Isn't it just like weed?
Yeah, but apparently it's like kind of harsh from what I've heard. It's like it can be like, because it's just a chemical. So like weed, the plant can only get so strong, but K2, they're spraying these synthetic cannabinoids. It could be fucking.
Who knows?
Exactly. So he said, and this guy, he had done like
tripping
all the drugs you could possibly do, and he was like, dude, fuck that shit. He said he was in there. He kept hearing people coming, checking on, and it wasn't happening. It was him and the dude in there just in terror the whole time.
Did you like the way we made pipes?
Yeah. Yeah.
It worked perfectly. And the thing is that if you blow the smoke out with another tube of bounce, you see smoke, but you cannot smell it.
That was the old college.
Unbelievable.
That's the old college trick too.
You got to suck the whole hit down though, so there's no smoke left.
That was the college trick. You would put the Febreze fabric softener sheet in a paper towel thing and blow it out.
Because pot smells so strong to people that don't smoke it.
Yeah, smoking weed in jail does seem like a lot of trouble. Seems like you'd have to be really kind of careful. I guess you could go outside.
Sparky took me out and we just kept hitting this joint during the move right when I arrived. And when I got back, I swear to God, it was like I took 10 hits of acid.
Freaked out.
I was so fucking stoned. Like, dude, and I'm like 151 months. I hadn't won an appeal. It was just this wickedness.
It really set in. That weed does that to you, where like the reality of stuff sets in.
Every day it took me twice a day, and after about a week, it was like, yeah, fortified. Fuck it, you got to do your time, right? And then they taught me how to beat the piss test. You drink.
I read about that.
You drink a gallon of water, and then the lieutenants give you 2 hours, and because they can't just grab you and say pee, they say you got 2 hours to report to the lieutenant's office. Mm-hmm. You got to drink a full gallon in 15 minutes. They taught me this. And then they said by the 6th or 7th piss, they said, you want to wait to 7. If you can wait till 8, it's just pure water.
Don't you get a dilute though? I heard you the drug test now they can hit you with it was too diluted.
This was the 90s.
Oh,
and the thing is, whenever they would take they take it, you'd go back to the lieutenant's office, they would make it look like they're putting it in a mailer, but then they would always ask you, if you admit to us you did drugs, we'll only give you 30 days. I mean, I never would, but nothing ever came back dirty.
That's
Today,
cool.
the test might be different, the whole whatever. But if you didn't piss, you would get a dirty. Then it's 90 days in the hole and you'd probably get transferred.
Yeah, it sucks.
Which is the fucking worst.
And you also, if they, even if it was diluted, you'd have the time because it'd have to get mailed out, ran through a lab. And by then it's like, hey.
I don't know. Did they do that in the 90s, the dilution?
I've just heard about it. I don't know. I was so young. In the 90s, I was a wee boy. But I remember hearing about that move, like just slam a bunch of fucking water. But then the test would come back as like inconclusive because it was just too diluted.
I think that 8th piss, because you're talking now maybe at 45, 50 minute mark, if you slam that, it looks like water. It smells like water.
Yeah.
It's probably barely 98 degrees warm.
No, it makes
Like-
sense back then that they would have been. It would have been like. "Man,
But
it's
today,
not."
I think they probably could detect it.
Yeah,
on
I had to do.
anything.
I had to do a drug test when I was working for my dad. He does demolition. We were like working in like a on the hospital kind of, or was it a hospital? It was a school. It was a school. So they like everyone had to get drug tested. So I remember what we had to do. We had all day, and it wasn't like you had somebody watching you. So we just had like. I filled up a latex glove of pee from somebody I knew, and then you just keep a hand warmer on it, so it keeps it at like 98 degrees.
How did you know he was clean? You just hoped?
I just knew he was. I asked him. He didn't. I knew so he didn't smoke weed or do anything. So I was like, "Let me get pee in this glove for me, or pee in a thing." And then I just dumped it in the glove.
And it worked?
Kept it on a hand warmer. But then I got there, my friend needed some too, so we had to split it. And then we both. I didn't realize there was a minimum amount, so we both gave like that much.
Did they take it?
Yeah.
That's
The
awesome.
nurse was cool. She was really, but they hit you with the temperature. That was a big thing. They temp check it
Because
to make
then they
sure.
see if it's cold. It's
Exactly.
not 98.6.
Exactly. So the hand warmers, I had to ask for hand warmers in like July. I was like, "You guys have hand warmers back here?" And they're like, "Yeah, but why?" I was like, "I don't know, man. I just need them. I'm going somewhere." So, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. So then that story too about getting.
What about the duffel bag?
What about it?
What do you think happened to it?
What, the duffel bag you got taken from you? Didn't you get it? Did you get it back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the end of the book, man. You got that was it. All came together. That guy.
What the fuck? So that
He probably felt
motherfucker.
fucking bad.
That lieutenant sent it to me after I got home from Marion, which means he held it the whole time I was in Marion.
What the hell was it? What was that about? Why did he give it back to you?
It was the fuck you.
You think that was his fuck you to you?
100%.
What? You don't think that was? I took that as the guy who was like had a nice moment where he was just like, "Yeah, let me give this guy his bag back."
No way.
Why did he do that? Just to be a
I
dickhead?
think so. I burned it in a 55-gallon drum
You
that day. I had a ceremony to let it all go.
That's cool. That makes sense.
I did. And maybe it was. I never thought that. I mean, I wasn't in a bad. It just struck me like this motherfucker sent it back now.
It is weird. Also, is it normal to keep like? How would he even get an alert that you were out?
He was following it. He had to be.
Yeah, that's
like
kind of weird.
Yeah. So like, but it represented so much.
Yeah.
I had to like the Phoenix, like just let this
Burn
go.
this
And I
thing
had a
up.
ceremony.
That's pretty cool. Yeah,
No one was there. And I just like, this is going.
this thing's out of here. That makes sense. Just
I don't regret it, but it would have been kind of cool to say, hey, here's the green duffel bag. But
no, man.
I had to let it go. I had to just get rid of it. It symbolized so much.
Yeah, and just to move.
Was
on.
that bad psychologically? What do you think?
No, I think that's feel good doing that. Get rid of it. Just to
Yeah.
that way you're out. That's like a chapter that's totally done with.
Yeah.
And there's something kind of cool and ceremonial about being like, all right, I'm done with this part
I
of my
can
life.
let go.
Especially if you think the guy was fucking with you. I'd be like, fuck you, dude.
Well, I don't know that. It shocked me though
Yeah, I'd be
that
freaked
this
out,
came.
dude.
It was shocking.
Yeah, that would have freaked me out. Like, first of all, I was like, dude, you're keeping tabs on me.
Staying with my brother, which the probation officer would have known, but like all my other stuff I had.
Yeah.
Like, because when I left Marion, there's that stuff that got sent. Like, this is maybe weeks or months later. It just was weird.
It is weird. And then the one thing I did want to ask you about, because this is in the book as well, you got out and you started a pretty successful real estate.
Dude, I
Venture.
was so
Killing it.
focused. I got to come back. No, I was like by accident. The house,
Yeah.
there was a bust. They showed coke. I was going to my job. There's an arcane law that was like you can make an unsolicited bid with the Marshal Service if they seize assets. And I knew all this from jail.
Yeah. 'cause
And
you
so then
studied
I
up.
actually dated the Marshal.
It helps.
A little. She probably would deny it. But so I bought that house.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bought that house probably 18 months later for like $25,000. And then I just like felt like changing the design. My mom would always take me to these Frank Lloyd Wright homes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just started doing it. And then some people helped me in the neighborhood. They saw sympathetic to the architecture, but I needed help like with the design and just people and contractors. And then that just started the evolution. And I was hyper focused, monster, just like going after it, like not worried about a Rolex, but just loving what I do. And I was good at it. The best that I've ever been at anything probably in the world of commerce and making money that's legit, paying taxes. I mean, 2005, I paid $175,000 in federal tax. I mean, where the fuck did that money go, man? A fucking tank tread? Like, goddamn. But so that just focused me, and I just would buy buildings, restore them, or buy apartment buildings, restore them, rent them, and sell them.
That's cool. Yeah, and you got into like just kind of. I remember the book
I did
you saying.
addresses and everything, and then my lake house. This massive lake estate, S109W35190 Jacks Bay Road, Eagle, Wisconsin 53149. Dude,
Nice.
Fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, you had
that spot was unbelievable.
And you got hit with a subprime mortgage crisis. Yeah, man.
I was told.
That's wild, dude.
I was told not to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame them. I wanted to get to 3 million and then get 3 million in T-bills and then still do what I do. But that was my goal. And I had 9 years at $1,010,000. I bought that lake estate and 2 other houses, 6429 North Santa Monica and 1525 North Marshall. And then just, it went, man. And I paid all the mortgages till I had like 11,000 left. And then a bankruptcy lawyer came to me and said, if you file bankruptcy, you could stay in that lake house for another 18 months. And I said, dude, I'm giving the keys back. Like, it's done. I'm not just going to stay here. And I flew to Hawaii and I started to caretake a farm. But that took me 10 years mentally. Like now, like you being on here, like that focus and drive, like it's there. I have it, but I still do it today. And I have a little, not where I was, but I'm not driven like I was and I want to be.
Right.
I want to be.
But you're still doing the properties.
Yes.
That's cool. Rehabbing and fixing up.
Yep.
Yeah, that was.
I guess I'm an artist and buildings are my medium. I'm not
cool.
a contractor because I can't do it for someone else because then it's their vision and I can't just do what I do with the people, you know?
That's true.
So that's what I know. Like I can't, like I'm not a painter.
For sure.
That's kind of like what the hand I was dealt.
Yeah. No, that's pretty
And
cool.
I love working out. I like working out.
It's a nice physical job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the plan now? What are you up to now? And what's your plan to do?
Well,
you've
you've inspired me. I'm going to do an Audible in the book. I'm going to do a second edition. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep the name. And then the whole social media thing is like all new to me, but like you can get paid for views.
Yeah.
Like you can go on a show and drink liquid death and show it and like you're going to get 10 fucking grand. Like I see it. I understand marketing. Like holy fuck, man.
You want that liquid death money.
Fuck yeah, man. Why not? Like it's cool. The fame part is weird to me, but I guess like that's part of it, Like
So what, are you going to start a podcast or something?
I don't think I could compete.
Right. But you just want to do the real estate.
I'd love to sell the book, the movie rights. I had started a cream play. That would be really cool.
Yeah, and with the book, it was funny because you did what, 5,000 copies?
Yes,
sold them, and now the only books are on Amazon. And I was like,
people, I'm not selling them for $200. Those are other people.
We looked up his book. Me and Nate were there. Nate Marshall were looking.
You
up his
thought
book.
it was me?
And I was like, damn, this guy's selling his books for fucking $200.
No,
and it's all they're secondhand sellers because
they
sold
see
all your ones. Yeah,
from the soft white underbelly. It's
Yeah.
like within a couple months, I'm like, Mark, what the fuck? People are selling my book for $250. He's like, yeah, that's part of the deal.
You got to print more, dude.
I could print more or do a second edition because what I want to do is a chapter every other chapter, and then add Marion. I took a bunch of stuff out about Marion.
Yeah, the book was. I'm telling you, the book was great. I couldn't stop reading it. So,
but they do a feature film on a guy who invented the delay on a windshield wiper, $80 million. Like they'll do it on anything. But the story. That's not my story. I mean, my story is there, but just the story of the history of Marion.
Yeah.
And the drug laws and like the riots.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck,
That was
man?
cool. And it was fascinating.
It's crazy after this many years. Like, you have me on this podcast, it makes it relevant again. Like, unfucking believable. Like, how the fuck? Like, you saw that show and you're like, I gotta get this guy. Like,
yeah.
What? And then I took 21 days to respond. I'm like, oh my God, this motherfucker's gonna think.
Not a big deal.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, I did think it was crazy how you were in there and you were describing like the people, especially in Marion, like these guys would kill you, like without hesitating. And you'd have to form friendships with these guys and hang
Bruce
with them.
Pierce,
and you knew
Doc Holliday,
and the fact that you did tell
Big Mike
the guards,
McElhenney.
we didn't get. I'll leave that in the book, but yeah, that is funny that you just completely beefed with the guards on that level. And threaten them that you're going to kill them.
Well, I thought about it on the plane coming here. There was a leader of the Aryan Brotherhood who's now in the ADX, Mike McElhinney. He never overtly, I thought, danger of him, but I knew he was a wicked dude. Like you have like the big wolf, but like he gave me a respect. And it had to be, because who the fuck would he also probably thought I was a fucking idiot because the guards could have killed me. But like, who would have ever said that?
Yeah.
I'm going to do you like Tommy Silverstein. Like, what the fuck,
dude,
man?
pretty rough,
That's insane. I mean, I'm not bragging. I'm like, at all. Like, how could that have even come out of my mouth? It shows you the, I don't know, the naivety I still have probably this day in some form. You
But
know?
no, that was pretty sick. But, well, dude. Yeah, man. Fucking pumped. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Perfect. Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
See you, man.
Thank you.